And to bring the brand to receive how much is the state financially benefiting from offering. And to bring the brand to receive how much is the state financially benefiting from
Yes, we do. And you can find the podcast wherever you got your podcasts.
Behind the story, the story, how much the state is making on sports. You didn't listen to it, I get it. But someone asked you a question of what type of exposure.
and there's not much. $27 million is a rounding error, $18 billion for budget, according to the US. Transparent revenue is $100 million a year, so there's $770 million over 14 months. That number will grow, but you might be asking, what's the $27 million off? We need that huge.
So there was a
Public safety. Okay, that's something. Now we talk about why should the government get money? They're not getting money. They're not risking their home or their car or not or their bank accounts or their savings account or their fixed account. They're not doing that. So why should they do
It's amazing stuff, and it really shows Khalid's and Avuka's fascination with the places that he came from. He sort of became the first Western naturalist, naturalist, not to mention surgeon in the region. And it's so very different from what the Europeans who were back before. They would show up on our Africans and say, "Where's your gold? Give me some food." They never took the time to examine and understand the wide variety of people.
You know, if somebody works here at KFI, if somebody has things to treat out here at KFI,
genuine sympathy for the people he came across. He tried to treat them with kindness and understanding and respect. Even though he didn't realize it at the time, this makes him a scientist and some revolutionary. It was something you find in later sources, such as Lucy Fuller. So with their passing out, switch the number of survivors dropped to 15. Starvation, exclusion, and sickness, the primary causes of death. Spaniards were basically slaves at this point, living wherever they were told in exchange for food. In early spring of 1529, the two tribes on the island went to the meet, a place where they would collect oysters. They would take the Spanish with them. Then in April, the Indians left Cabeza de Vaca was moved to a different place, where blackberries were now available. Castillo and Montes and the other Spaniards were taken back to the island with so much of the tribe. Cabeza de Vaca, however, was left because he had become ill. Castillo and Montes decided that now was the time to head south again, searching for new territory. They gathered the remaining Spaniards on the island and found that there were 14 of them. Cabeza de Vaca was on the mainland sick. Two of the Spaniards on the island were on the islands, and they could not travel because they were sick. So Castillo and Montes set off again for California. When they reached the mainland, they received word that Cabeza de Vaca was near death. They had planned to come and get him or at least visit him, but now they decided to instead keep quiet. They did not want to risk the Indians getting angry and them leaving word and killing them for trying to escape. So the 12 men headed southwest along the coast. Cabeza de Vaca would survive as a and spend the next year in Portuguese slavery most of his time on the island. The Indians were doing well in order to defend him. He said that in the second winter on the island, his hands were so tender from reaching the ocean that the slightest touch would cause intense pain and bleed. But in the spring of 1530, Cabeza de Vaca escaped from the island misfortune, left his earnings to the island, and resorted to the mainland for tribe of Indians he called the TRUMAN. He said they treated him better and gave him much more freedom. But Cabeza de Vaca knew that he would have to provide for things that he wanted to survive. So, at the suggestion of leaders, he latched on to the idea of becoming a trader. Cabeza de Vaca found that the tribes were profiting greatly, and other groups of commerce between places was often limited. So he turned out clothing, seashells, snails, sea beads, and pearls, and anything that they was valuable, even clothing items in different tribes. As an outsider, he was not a threat to any of the tribes unless he was worried. The Indians decided to hunt, and they treated him well, feeding him and housing him. Plus, he had his human skills as well, so they gave his desire. Cabeza de Vaca's newfound life was not without miracles because he had survived his own hell, often in conflict. It's a miracle that no one inside the killer could take his possessions. Perhaps there was a bit of a wandering, crazy guy thing that kept him running. His comrade was naked, meandering through the land, practicing screaming. The Indian probably looked at him and just decided it was best to be a crazy guy. No matter,
ladies and gentlemen, your
Los Angeles, on time.
national survey of randomly selected people medical officer Dr. Richard Hitt says the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey shows Orange County is one of Michigan's founders. To inform policymakers and scientists, constituents in what is excuse to make for another year. The reason makes it new people healthy and we try to practice wellness and that's the secure the census drug is not so about 5,000 people were notified by mail. At this point, nobody knew what we was the only survey process in Orange County. Oregon Carpenter, by the District of Polaris, there's 39-year-old felon who's accused of kidnapping from Grove High School basketball game in Columbus. Has been charged with multiple counts of firearm assault and criminal threats. Father of one of the players allegedly punched three girls and then before leaving the building. He said he was Thursday after he demonstrated to put a gun. We basically not going to help you out. We're going to almost 20 Texas coast. And all in the first 6 months, Indians got lifelines for the 9 3 men like this. First crisis there, basically not going to stuff to hear the news. He asked questions about these $5,000, 5,000 men. They currently have 3 remain where they were slaves. Each of the 3 men different tribe. Indians told the base of the that if you want to see my men, we have a week. Since the tribes were heading this way in 2 days, they would come to the region every 2 years at this time. They eat nuts, they eat pecans, they grew in nearby valley. Now, while the Indians had told the base of all this information, they also decided it would be fun to terrorize the 2 Spaniards. The base of the said that they threw blood at them, beat them, pointed arrows at their hearts, and said that they would kill them like the other women and killed them. This seems to cause them to make a way to prepare the change of heart. The man decided that they didn't have to go any further. Like the predator, he killed the Indians and bring the slave. He referred to go back to the outlaws search. The base of the tried to talk to me about this decision, but it was not going to happen. It would take legal debate about the administration was out there as well. So, the base of the waited for 2 days and after the Indians were well areas of the here. Turned out 3 men were survivors from the dozen men that set out from the islands which had been years earlier. Most had died from cold starvation. But Andre Hernandez was the first person who saw the base of the Baga. Hernandez was terrified at first. He probably thought it was a ghost. It would have been an amazing reunion. After so much hardship, find another friendly face after so many years. The 2 were overjoyed to see each other. The base of the Baga. We thank God very much for being together. That day was one of the happiest of our lives. I know we can say much better than that. There's not much difference in the back end of the lives. The base of the Baga went through the other survivors were Captain Alonzo Del Castillo and a man named Esteban who hired an effort with the slave expedition. This was also the time that Cabeza de Vaca learned the fates of the rest of the Narvaez expedition. Now, I touched on this subject podcast before, which will be in here, and add a little more information than I did last time. Once we go over verifying what's in the expedition, 2 notes of Cabeza de Vaca landed near Galveston. The men would be dispatching us immediately down the coast, organized by Castillo and Ortiz, was ready for the $20 bill. And then at the end of 1528, 2 died longer. The other had been captured by Indians. Of those 2, one would be killed outright and escaped. The other, whose name was Figueroa, survived, and he died under the fates of the rest of the expedition. So, regarding the dozen men who left the island of Sturgeon in the spring of 1529, they would head down the coast, even adding a couple of survivors from the other boats on the expedition to the ranks. And gradually they would die, succumbing to illness until they should drown. So we killed the raiders. Eventually they would be captured by their enemies, and their numbers had ended with just the 3 of them. However, the trying out the Spaniards had come in contact with the Indian tribe, and there was a man named Figueroa. It was Figueroa who was spared the fate of the rats and Ferdinando de Escobar. So it's been here, that's great. Remember to find what's in the separated episode. Otherwise, that sailing of the others, as well, otherwise continue to move those. During the days they were in the storm, they came upon the survivors of the Gulf rats. This concluded the price of the expedition. Their boat had been wrecked before floating on the south of Galveston. At this point, the Narvaez sailed off their down another cause. The Narvaez would sail over the shore of the first port of land on the end south. The flag Narvaez stayed on the ship to build. During the night of struggle, perhaps a storm carried them out to sea. With little, they would be captured 2024, plus free expert installation. We had multiple houses sell free with it. There were three playable windows immediately. It's beautiful. And it's quiet. And the rooms are not cold in the winter and hot in the summer. Call them up, take advantage of the special. AAA 226-9908. AAA 226-9908. AmericanVisionWindows.com. All of these windows and group offers by 2823 California Central Vision.
As I said, the story in the last podcast, I wanted to have the presence of it was something that I had done on the last podcast because I had not read resources to help us provide some of the story. So let's break in around the story and now they have some Eskimo, we're going to be captured by some natives in time for this path of thinker off. Tell the story of our lives and turn tell the story to Rabbi against you and has to be good. Eskimo, American, by the Indians, the figure off, remain a slave. There was one the expedition on account of the so when a chief and Rabbi, what happened to them? There's amazing about how they find out their fate in the future. Natives would tell the story of the Indians of all the Indians who were further down the coast of the America, towards the Kansas. Spaniards they did not even try to resist the Indians killed them. So that basically wraps up what happened in all of our lives expedition. Is the West End Eskimo the Indian. Just as an outline refer to them as the Spanish or Spaniards of the Africa. It's just a lot easier to say Spaniards. So, based on the map of the other three survivors, they agreed that the Spanish territory. They could not just settle together. They were slaves and they were not moving. They were the right kind and ways to make their escape. So the base of the map is if you try to become a slave and be given to them. It's all now understand from the Spaniards now. Same place. Based on the map of the Indians. Different groups would come together at various times as specific kinds of food would become available in different areas. Thus, the format of the plan where they would try and make room for it. This led to the summer of 1533, roughly 6 months away from the plan after the year. At that time, the tribes would head west and to a place where a kind of miracle right would be readily available. Thus, the four men would be in the same area together, and the tribes would be occupied harvesting fruit, and they would have the best chance of making an escape. It should be very clear that if they were discovered, they would be killed. That doesn't happen before them. So the base of the map and the others waited patiently until the time came to head to the land where the bears would be. Their plan, the tribes came together, but the escape plan would be to the tribes would work their ways after the bears and groups. Before the base of the map and his comrades could manage their escape, they would be all moved to something places and separated yet again. The four Spaniards would be put together for a year. During this initial year captivity, the base of the map would produce some amazing descriptions of life in realities or leading county tribe. He went into great detail about their lives and customs and facts of history that were listed about their first time. But finally, in September 1534, after a year and a half of slavery, the base of Rabbi and his comrades would come together again in the land of the bears. This time, they would make their escape. During the night, they would each slip away from their respective captors. It would take some time, but eventually the four would come together. This time, they would be free. Where do you go next? That was the big question. And we will find out the answer next time on ROTHSCHILD Adventures of Learning Yes, Amazing Haka. Haka Mesa Haka has 3 companions who will do Spaniards and Haka. They live together in epic travel across the southwest of the United States and Mexico. There's no way back home.
7 o'clock, I think it was at 7:25, all by 7:24, and just 7:10. Thousands of people at 7 o'clock. And still, and LA firefighters, who's LA County? LA County always forget who's LA County is doing a crew over here. And it's not a small crew either. They're running kind of, 3 guys and a dog. The LA County, it's like 80 or 90 guys who are very boys and girls, tomorrow you could possibly see LeBron James break Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record for the most points scored by an NBA player. Most points scored by an NBA player. That's you. That is unbelievable. Now, let's see if we get some audio here. You know what? Before we do this, let's do a quick look around. All right? What do you think the most expensive arena is? All right, most expensive seat. I'll tell you, courtside. There's a courtside seat available. There's two of them, if you want. All right, whip around music, and then we'll ask you what you think the most expensive seat tomorrow night. Courtside, I mean, you're literally on the court. You're going to call courtside. 2 tickets, unrestricted view. You'll be sitting together. How much per ticket? Pepperoni, Tony. What's going on with you? What is that? $4,500. No, Elliot.
25,000.
25,000. All right. Right. Oh, 40,000. 40,000. All right. Eagles.
40,001.
40,001. Playing the game right there. And Ricky. All right, let's see what is that.
I don't know, maybe like 46,000?
46. All right. Okay. The actual retail price, $11,250. So, pepperoni coming. Take it. He's like literally like the John McKay or the Al Michaels did sport. And the way he knows his sport. Now, the least expensive seat, you can get in there tomorrow night for $138. Of course, it'll be, sitting in the form. But you can get in there for very little money. $138 is the cheapest. I'm sorry, $124. $124. You'll be sitting in section 309, which is on the end, and you'll be in row 17,465. Wow, I didn't realize there's 17,000 rows. That can't be right. There's only 15,000 people. 17,000 people in the stadium. You're in row 17,465. That's really far away from the stadium. If you're out of the game. It's about away from the stadium. Yeah, it's almost like in another stadium. You're almost in the Coliseum at that point. So you can get in there for very little money. Considering what's going to go on. You might have LeBron James scoring a huge record. So you'll be able to tell your grandkids forever. So LeBron James, without the break, the NBA's all-time scoring record, could be tomorrow. But it could not be tomorrow night as well. So the fees there are very expensive. They do get to about $1,500. Choices, as we said, can go as first month $11,500. That's huge. You could possibly see history. And so, LeBron James needs at least 36 points to beat the record of 38,387 points. 38,387. Very wild. So, if he doesn't do it, tomorrow, they get the next game is in Milwaukee. And so, that's going to look at that on the road. That might be fitting. Didn't Kareem start a lot in Milwaukee? What did he do? 3, 4, 5 years before he stayed the Lakers. And so that's a huge deal to watch a local athlete break the all-time NBA record. And if you're in the stand, that's a big deal. So try to go. I'm going to go. What the hell? I don't know what's tomorrow night. I'm going to go. You sit there with a $100 seat. And drink a $12 beer.
Vivid Cheap is selling a pair of tickets for $69,000. We have right behind the basket.
Wow, they're going to get that.
And another one which is like 9 rows back, $42,000.
Oh my God. Now, tell me what it's all about. Prices are a lot less. They're only 11,000 courtside. You can literally sit on the court. It's almost like you're playing. You can on the court for $11,000. $11,450. So if you want to be right behind that dude, it's $627. So, how much for food? You get for this food. You like food, Stephanie? You're like eating this food. You can treat it right. Yeah, right. People wait on you. You feel like you're the king. You take your feet off and they snap at people. Give me a break. All right. Yeah. So you can get up in a suite for about $400. And get yourself a nice martini. Maybe I don't know, smoke some weed up there. Ever pull weed in the crypto.com stuff? What if you get kicked out of crypto for blowing weed? I think you would. Yeah, I think you do. I don't think Trump the rest of the things on the thing.
Yeah, I don't think the Red Sox is the
Yes, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. I know that they don't put out, they don't like this as reform, like the reform. I took my daughter to the Harry Styles, and I saw a cop throwing two kids out. And they were young, they're probably 20, early 20s. So he threw them out, he didn't arrest them or anything, he threw them out. And I was thinking, like, playing this, hey, what happened there? They smoked weed, they told not to a couple of times. But they were given warning. They were told not to a couple of times. This thing, I'm supposed to do. This is ridiculous. I'm not going to practice it. They're told 2 or 3 times not to do that. And they kept blowing weed. Right? Yeah, blowing away. Inside. Still legal. All right, we're live on KFI AM at 640. Now more explosion. KFI 24-hour news. 39-year-old man is charged with multiple felony and misdemeanor counts of punching female athletes and threatening people with a gun at a high school basketball game in Corona last month. Texas Governor Greg Abbott announced the plan to ban TikTok in his state. He says its critical state agencies are protected from the Chinese Communist Party as they work on behalf of Texas. And AMC Theaters is going to start charging higher prices for movie tickets depending on where you sit in the theater. Theaters in New York, Chicago, and Kansas City are going to have to increase their systems starting Friday. Later in cool tonight, later in a little warmer east day till Friday, and then rain maybe a little bit for the weekend. This report runs by TRUMAN.com. These are slow in Irvine.
This is on the 405. That southbound side is filling in, coming up on Culver Drive. You remain pretty slow moving all the way to Sand Canyon. It opens up for just a bit after you make your way along that 5 yard. More slowing ahead out of the Benny Hills from Lake Forest Drive. And the drive looks a lot better once you make your way past Alicia Parkway. So it's Mike O'Brien checking out Hollywood KFI on the side.
Good drive to the southbound side of 101. Which goes up in Sunset Boulevard. Sunset Boulevard is a downtown Los Angeles. That's the night stretch. Northbound side of the fence, it looks like you'll be loading up there from Santa Monica Boulevard, close to the ramp we proceed. Now, it looks like on the west side, the northbound side of 405, it'll be some heading breaks right off the 10. From the 10 on and off up to the Roswell, southbound 405, you're heading to LAX. We'll be on the brakes there, pretty much both the Boulevard down to Rocky Mountain. Michael Bryan and KFI in the sky.
KFI in the sky. Hope that you get faster. I'm in for Martinez.
So I'm bullish on these cars right now. Go to my website, givemethevin.com, and you'll get a great experience. They don't call us America's Best Car Buyers. They don't let you down.
This report is sponsored by MGM Rewards. Every time of your life is more rewarding than ever when you visit any MGM Rewards destination nationwide. Dine, spend, play, and earn on all of it. Details at MGMRewards.com. Subject to any redemption limitations applicable to certain purchases and important states.
This is William Smith here, founder of Service Captain's Plumbing, Heating, and AC. You're thinking of replacing your heating and cooling system. I have a serious question for you. Do you really even know what you need? There are so many companies out there offering different systems at all kinds of prices. How can you really know if what you're being sold is what you really need? But the price is right. We believe an educated customer is the best kind of customer. So give us a call, and we'll help you understand all the options that make sense for your home. If you already have a quote from another company, call us for a second opinion, just to make sure you're getting what you need and at the right price. Quotes and second opinions are always true. So call Service Captains at 833-777-7777. Find us online at servicecaptains.com. Are you tired of living with chronic joint pain, knee pain, or shoulder pain in your hips or back?
Hey, it's Gary and Shannon, and you don't have to go through another year in pain. Next Generation Pain Management has arrived. Here it is QC Kinetics.
QC highly concentrated healing properties from your own body, putting them directly into your achy joints and restoring and repairing that damaged tissue.
We're talking lasting pain relief with no drugs, no surgery, and no downtime. ROTHSCHILD has been doing this for years now. You can too.
QC Kinetics has over 100 clinics in America and now they're here with regenerative solutions that can get you moving again pain-free.
If you are sick of living with pain from arthritis or injury, call the local medical professional with QC Kinetics for a free consultation.
3 locations, Glendale, Mission Viejo, and Orange. Call 213-997-PAIN. QC Kinetics, 213-997-PAIN. That's 213-997-PAIN.
Only iHeartRadio gives you access to all.
iHeartRadio, access to all of your favorite radio stations. He's Ryan T. Craig. I'll go by the name of Charlemagne the God.
I know you.
Bobby Bones here. Hold on, so Enrique Santos.
Access to all the best free curated playlists, my favorite music, and songs.
We'll do everything.
Access to all the great podcasts for every interest.
Stuff you should know podcast.
The Daily Show podcast, with Colin Coward and Spectrum Off. It doesn't cost a thing. Download the absolutely free iHeartRadio app now.
It's going to be another fascinating one. Donald Trump versus Joe Biden.
You can't think of two people better to run for president.
One, 150 years old. The other one, completely whacked out.
Bill Handel,
Which one would you like? Live 6 to 9 a.m. on KFI.
and on demand anytime on the iHeartRadio app.
How much KFI is it? $40,000 can be yours if you know the key words. We're laying on you right now. Here we go.
Now, your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keywords on our website. Check. That's check. CHECK. Enter it now at KFIAF640.com/cash.
Powered by Sweet James Active and Attorneys.
If you're ever inactive, winning is everything.
Call the winning attorneys at Sweet James.
800-500-5200.
That's 800-500-5200 or sweetjames.com. Go to the website, KFIAM640.com/cash, and then stick that word in there. Check. CHECK. Check, 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 check. And you can get a check for $1,000 if you're the lucky winner. So, go do it. All right, we talked about the big balloon in the first hour with Alex Stone. You know, that you listen to that balloon was 200 feet tall. 200, a 20-story building. That's how tall that balloon was. Huge. And then we might have more gun control measures in LA County in the wake of the Monterey Park mass shooting. And then the suspect for this crazy short sweet chase that a lot of people saw in the noon to 1 o'clock hour. And it started near LAX, ended out on the 405. That crazy chase at the end.
That shows that the suspect attempted to carjack. He's trying to get off the 405 north behind you. It was stopped by the suspect, who was then tackled by an LAPD officer. A wild pursuit that ended on the 405 freeway when the murder suspect driving this vehicle, not the original car he was in when LAPD tried to pull him over in southwest Los Angeles, loses control on the 405 at Manchester and Inglewood, crashing into the center divider. Then he runs out of the vehicle near a freeway off-ramp, but he's not done. The suspect then tries to carjack his truck, attempts to get inside, but the doors are locked.
Yeah, smart man. When you drive around LA, in LA City, LA County, lock the doors. Very simple to do. And when somebody tries to carjack you, you have the advantage. Keep your doors locked. Most of the doors lock automatically, but if they don't, reach over right now and hit that button.
Then he jumps in the back kitchen, his 2 bags as the truck speeds away. LAPD there to take the driver into custody. The pursuit started in southwest Los Angeles, and the suspect was driving this black SUV. At 62nd and La Brea, he got into another car, this silver sedan, and continued on Slauson into Inglewood, then into Westchester near LAX Airport.
Yeah, he drove right by that In-N-Out. That's the In-N-Out that I went to last weekend in near Inglewood or Westchester. And I was sitting literally with my daughter and her friend eating In-N-Out on the curb exactly where this guy drove by. I'm like, oh, that's kind of odd in a strange way. But I was literally there 2 days ago in that exact same spot.
The sedan traveled westbound on Century, then eastbound on Century before getting onto the 405 freeway where the pursuit ended. And watching that video, this could have been so much worse. The Suspect vehicle cutting across the 405 north after hitting the center divider. Thankfully, no other vehicles were hit.
Yes, it was a good chase. He didn't know the rules, though, and the rules have changed in the last couple of weeks, last month and a half or so. But the rule in Los Angeles used to be you don't start running away from your cops until 6 p.m. That was the rule for 12 years, 13 years. And we're going to adjust that. We have to adjust the rule. You cannot and should not run away from the cops until 4 p.m. every day.
That's good, because you know some of them were very easy.
Yeah.
Just looking at the clock.
They didn't want to wait.
For the 16. Now,
They didn't want to wait. But now it's 4 p.m.
he's a little early, fellas.
Yeah.
Anyway,
The early bird special. The early bird special. Yeah, and before, 10 years ago, we would have never said lady. But we do now because, one out of every, 10 chases with a young lady.
well, I saw one report today for that exact case where when the guy got out and running a couple bags, the person in the chopper, I think, took the longest time to decide whether or not it was a girl or a guy.
Yes.
That's what's good, lady.
I don't know. Sometimes you can't tell. It's like that line in Licorice Pizza. Where were you, young lady? The dad's yelling at the daughter. Where were you, young lady? And the young lady were out there, running away from the cops. All right, well, it is 2023, and everybody's equal.
Well, it can be stupid too, yeah.
That's exactly right. And now we're free to say that. And 10 years ago, we got thrown off the airport. But yes, then it can be done too. And if you run away from the cops, I don't know, maybe it does show, I don't know how many, professionals are doing this. I don't know how many college grads, I don't know how many post-college grads. I don't know how many people own their own business or are, respected in their own community. Maybe troop leaders in Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts. I see a lot of desperate people who are at their wit's end and who have through either bad luck or bad decisions are on TV running away from guys with guns. We get to watch it. It is interesting to watch the chase though. But you really have to watch it live. I mean, I knew about that chase today about 10 minutes after it happened, and I recorded Chase now at noon anyway. So I record the chase, but man, it's just not the same. It's got to be live. It really does. It's like watching a Raiders game the next day. There's just something it's lacking. It's just not the same. So elite chases and sports are really the only two things you have to watch live. And maybe some news stories, like that balloon, being shot out of the air, that Chinese balloon. That's another thing you should have been watching live. That would have been cool. But anyway, so we'll cover a bunch of stories, including a stolen ambulance chase. I don't know where that's coming out. It looks like an East Coast thing. But I'll take where that is. All right, a lot of things going on. We have the Super Bowl coming up this weekend. That's a big deal. A lot of people listening right now in Los Angeles, you have tickets to the Super Bowl, and you're going. Congratulations. Enjoy your weekend. The weather should be pretty good. It's indoors anyway, so it doesn't matter. But it should be a spectacular weekend. It's on Fox. Fox is carrying it, and I believe Brady is going to be part of the on-air team. I think it's Brady's going to be on. Chuck Brady is his name? Is it Steve Brady? Well, it doesn't have any publicity delivered. Anyway, so it should be an interesting week. I think Brady's going to be on Fox. I think he signed a $375 million deal with Fox Sports.
He came out today and said that wouldn't start until 2024.
That sucks. We may not be there this weekend. I'll bet it. Yeah, they'll with Ron. All right, very good. We're live on K5 AM 640. We're not frozen. K5 24 News.
The Simpleton from Palmdale says he wants to hit the backlog of rape kits in California.
Republican Assemblyman Tom Lax's proposed bill would require all outstanding rape kits in the state be processed by 2026. Lax says officials discovered nearly 14,000 rape kits were untested in 2020.
How can he left for anybody that's aware of that? And then seriously, when you think of these are kids that have been raped. They've been raped.
Rocky is taking news that claims there aren't enough resources to expedite test kits. Rocky says more than $8 billion have been recently raised for the issue. What place in LA had a COVID-19 vaccine exemptions granted last week. The committee voted to approve all exemptions submitted before last Tuesday. Vote affects more than 4,500 people. The vaccine requirement is still in effect, but exemptions going forward will be reviewed on a case-by-case basis. A report from the UN says senior World Health Organization staffers did not violate policy in how they handled a sexual misconduct case because of a loophole, and earlier found 3 WHO managers mishandled the case in 2021 involving a UN doctor who signed a contract to buy land for a woman who reportedly got pregnant. The UN review says the woman wasn't a beneficiary of WHO assistance and shouldn't qualify as a victim under WHO policy. A middle school in New York and its food vendor has apologized for serving chicken, waffles, and watermelon on the first day of Black History Month. School principal says the menu was insensitive and reflected a lack of understanding to address racial bias. 2018, the vendor was criticized for serving collard greens, cornbread, mac and cheese, and Kool-Aid. Today, Black History Month at NYU. The University's Black Student Union said the menu was problematic due to the inferior stereotypes. We'll take a look at the 118 freeway next. Hi, one of the biggest decisions you'll ever have to make is selecting a senior living community for a parent or a grandparent. Let me help you make that decision. Roundtree Garden. Yep, I visited Roundtree dozens of times. I know the people that work there, the owners, who live there. And frankly, Roundtree Gardens is far and away the best, the finest senior living community I've ever seen. I'll tell you why. The campus is beautiful, it's huge, and it's like living in a park surrounded by huge trees and gardens. The cottages and apartments are spacious and very clean. And the food? Oh boy, resort-class venues, dining rooms are delicious. But the biggest reason is the staff. They're caring, compassionate, and committed. So whether your loved one can live independently, maybe need a little assistance, or skilled nursing, Roundtree offers a wide range of care. Roundtree Gardens, they know what you're looking for, they know what you're going through, and they're going to help you with their research. They can help you out. Visit them online, roundtreegardens.com, roundtreegardens.com. And that was cool and clear tonight. Late above 40 degrees, mostly clear and warmer. Less than a week till about Friday, might go down a little bit on Friday. Maybe some rain for the weekend. 62 in Costa Mesa, 63 in La Palma. Let's get to a crash in Porter Ranch.
This one's on the 118, and it's along the eastbound side. It's coming right up on Reseda Boulevard, where all of the actions are cleared off to the right shoulder. We're still seeing quite the backup heading away from Porter Ranch Drive. Now we've got Mike O'Brien. He is taking a look at the drive in Pasadena, KF on the side.
It's the 210 eastbound loading up away from downtown Pasadena. Looks like the typical story out through about Citrus. It's going to loosen up a bit. Back on going to Cucamonga there. Starting at the top of the baseline on and off the Day Creek over towards 15. Now the 15 northbound, it's got quite a bit tougher here in the last couple of hours. 15 northbound now jammed up leaving Sierra in North Montana. That's going to be tough up to the 138. But good news is the South 15 has been looking good from Victorville down into the Basin. Mike O'Brien, KFI in the sky.
And in Irvine, the 405 northbound slowing down in stretches, leaving Sand Canyon all the way to the 55 freeway, and more delays ahead from just about Worthsville in Costa Mesa to Seal Beach Boulevard. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Angel Martinez.
Contractor license 104771. Here are some homeowner headaches we fix together. One is our e-rejuvenation, where we help prevent breakdowns by performing 6 critical adjustments for just $129. Another one is more on call getting drains for just $80 with a 30-foot drain stand. And we're on call 24/7, 365 days a year. And our drain cleaning service is just $80. So nice and $7. Get air conditioning and plumbing. GOUTTL.com. We do things the right way, not the easy way.
From 1909 to 1959, State Red Hospitals in California performed thousands of sterilization procedures as part of eugenic law. After 1979, this practice continued to prison. If you were then unable to have biological children after surgery while living in a state-run facility or while in custody of a California prison, you may be entitled to compensation. For a confidential application, call 1-800-777-9229. Deadline to apply is September 31st, 2024.
Want to know what the most successful investment opportunities during both a recession and an economic boom? It's where you shop every day. Grocery store and commercial real estate. With over $1.5 billion assets, First National Realty Partners offers investors access to institutional quality real estate, featuring national brand tenants such as Walmart, Kroger, Whole Foods, and many others. See what over 2,000 investors are earning on annual returns and quarterly cash distribution checks from
guaranteed with risk of first year prison. Securities are only available to verified accredited investors. Any representations as to stability, diversification, security, or resistance to inflation reflect the current belief of such outcomes, and may or may not be realized. Cash distributions are not guaranteed. Past performance is not an indicator of future results. Visit us at nrbradio.com. This is Leland Smith here, founder of Service Chapters Plumbing, Heating, and AC. If you think that I'm replacing the heating and cooling system, I have a serious question for you. Do you really even know what you need? There are so many companies out there offering different systems at all kinds of prices. How can you really know if what you're being sold is what you really need? But the price of it, we believe an educated customer is the best kind of customer. So give us a call, and we'll help you understand all the options that make sense for your home. If you already have a quote from another company, call us for a second opinion, just to make sure you're getting what you need and at the right price. Quotes and second opinions are always free. So call Service Champions at 833-777-7777. Find us online at servicechampions.com. Right, we got it. Vacations suck. And if high gas prices have you sitting at home like a loser, maybe it's time you were a winner. KFI wants to give you a cash refill with $1,000 every weekday hour from 6 a.m. through 7 p.m. Just looking for the keyword, then enter it at KFIAM640.com/cash. No texting, just winning. Listen to win $1,000 every hour weekdays from 6 a.m. through 7 p.m. Claim your cash refill on KFI AM 640 for stimulating talk. Everybody living it up there. KFI AM 640. I'm with them. Yesterday, went to dinner with a very good friend of mine, Dr. Ray Jerry, down in Orange County. Bellio showed up with Mr. Bellio. That was cool. I was very impressed by how much Johnny Bellio knew about high school sports, man. Okay, nice. Out.
Little too much.
Oh, is that right?
Not for me.
That's the argument on the way home?
No, but like you guys got a game on. Football.
Oh, boy.
But you don't know it's on.
Yeah, no, here. I'm with you on that one, Bellio. Yeah, I'm with you. We should just gang up on him and shut that TV off. But I stopped at an AM PM. Was it Hartsville? I think it's Hartsville, right? AM PM work. And I was pumping gas. I wasn't seeing, and you recognize my voice, and the lady yells over me, "Hey, you Conway!" I'm like, "Stop bothering me, you." And then, yeah. And it was Mickey, and that was kind of cool. Right? And it happened, and then I met Billy Best today. Sandwich place in Burbank. Yeah. And Ed worked there for forever. I've known him for, I don't know, 15 years. Ben and David. He comes, I was sitting at a table, and he comes with his hat on, his, they're still a mask or whatever. And he says, people come in here all the time and say that they heard you talk about Billy Best on the air, and that's the reason they come in. I'm like, David, look, you don't have to BS me. I'm not one of those idiots that reads that kind of crap all the time. I'm just that amazing. And he goes, no, I'm serious. I said, I don't think it's actually. Literally 30 seconds later, a woman comes in, her boss, that her name's Miriam. They say, hey, by the way, you're on KFI. Yeah, because I can make just because you talked about this place. I'm like, really? That happened 30 seconds later? I find that hard to believe. But, look, I'm not saying that when I worked for KLSX, I worked for the FM Clock Station for 12 years. I can count on two fingers the amount of times people came up and said, are you on the radio? It happened twice. It happened once in Target, in Woodland Hills, and I can't even remember where the second time was. But it happened twice in 12 years. Now with KFI, it sometimes happens 2 or 3 times a day. It's not that I've changed or do anything different. It's this station. This station has a tremendous amount of people listening to it. Tremendous amount.
You just had a week ago, Helene, the woman Helene, I forget what you were, but recognized you.
Yes.
Am I correct?
I think you're right. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, so I'm in Orange County, and I'm usually looking for a Ford still, or a car, right? I like that Ford Explorer. And so I went to a dealership, and I was looking around, and they weren't bothering me. It was kind of cool. They just sort of let me walk around. And when they said, are you dealing with anybody? I quickly made up a name. And they said, oh,
Okay. And then I guess I got it right. So I'm walking around a Ford dealership, and I see this Bronco. Beautiful Bronco. 2023 Bronco. I'm like, oh, that's a beautiful truck. And I look on the sticker price. It's $38,600. Like, $38,600. That seems like a really good price for this truck. It seems even listed in a bigger model of a Bronco. It seems like a huge Bronco. And so I said to the guy working there, I said, is the sticker price right on this car? Is it $38,000? And he said, well, I said, oh, here we go. He said, it's been listed. There's a mock-up on it. There's taxes. There's license. I said, I know. Well, it says 38,000 on it. 38,000. I think it was 38,600 to be exact. And I said, so how much is the final price for this? And he said, $83,600. What? Yeah, it's just 38. It's 83. Huh? Yeah, you look on it. There's a markup on it. Everything is a hard stop. There's a $20,000. What do they call it? What's the fee that they surcharge? The surcharge. $20,000 surcharge per car. So it's a $20,000 surcharge on every car. I'm like, really? $20,000 surcharge? Sweet buddy on the line. Looking around for cars and stuff, maybe this $20,000 surcharge isn't working. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But man, oh man, that seems like a lot. So I didn't want to pay a $20,000 surcharge, only because I really can't afford it. I would love to. I'd love to be the guy that goes into a dealership, doesn't even look at the price, calls them over the car, and just writes it back to them. Or calls their, finance guy, their accountant, and said, hey, pay for this car, have it delivered to my house, and then it's delivered 3 or 4 days later. I'd love to be that guy. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. And a $20,000 surcharge? Not good. No good. And then, I read today in the newspapers that Toyota was the #1 car manufacturer in the world. And it destroyed everybody else. I think the second place was Volkswagen. And then I thought, in my head, well, maybe Toyota and Volkswagen aren't putting $20,000 surcharges on their car. I don't know. Maybe they are. Maybe they're not. But that seems like a lot. And so I had to. Yeah, how can you swallow that and say, yep, because you're never going to get that back. $20,000. And then the guy says, well, it's negotiable. I'm like, oh, well, we're starting at a wrong number. It's negotiable. It's not necessary. But I don't know. I guess they need that. They sold so few cars the last 3 years because of COVID. And they I know. They couldn't get this money. They couldn't get computer chips. They're going to make it all up in one day. Yeah. So I'd love to be able to do that. Go in and buy Explorer, point to it, and go, yeah, here's a check. That's big deal. So, if you work in a Ford dealership, it's very tough. When they put a $20,000 surcharge on all those cars, and almost everybody turns around and walks away. And I love Ford. We're a Ford family. We have I drive a Lincoln with 2007. My wife has a Ford. We've had Ford. We're a big Ford family. And I want to continue to be a Ford family. I used to be a Ford guy, almost exclusively. And then I said, oh, let's try some other things. Okay, that's the last Ford I had was my Mustang. I bought it brand new in '98. Last year, that model, and I put $150,000 to $200,000. That was a great year. That was a great year. I had a Mustang too. I had a green one in 1995 with tan interior. Awesome. I love that car, man. That was a beautiful car. That was really great. Like they remodeled the Mustang, and they really made it too. Yeah. But now they got that Mustang, that Mach-E or that Mustang E or Mustang. Those are pretty good. Yeah, Mustang's good. I think they're going to say something. We're live. I give up. I'm not speaking too much, but I gotta get another car. I can't open my window on my car. When I drive through McDonald's, I gotta open the door like 16. And it bothers me. I gotta sometimes go on past the window. I have to go past the window, open it up. Oh. or I pass the money back to my daughter in the back seat, and she does the drink checks. And then I have a hammer in the car, and sometimes I gotta go into the car and bang that started, and it's on a busted coil. And I get the driver's side window doesn't go down. My driver's side window doesn't go down. Yeah, and it's not a good look for a guy who's 59. It's not a good look for a guy who has his own radio show on KFI driving a car that's worth $3,800. It's $3,800 what my car blew works for. I got to stop. I got to stop. All right, we're live on KFI. More now closing. KFI 24 hours. Forecast today, that cold is weather we've been getting last couple days. The great heat falling, especially along the grapevine yesterday and today. But switch up this week, days are a little bit warmer and a little sunnier as well. More than 3,700 people have been killed now by a 7.8 magnitude earthquake that hit Turkey and Syria, along with a 7.6 magnitude aftershock. And at night, out around 9 of the door, not Avatar, where the water out of the top 5 of oxide, expected 7 weeks for Avatar, along with 8 parade in that technical weekend, 12.5 million dollars. We'll check the 405 freeway next. Getting hurt in an accident can happen to anyone. If you're hurt in that motorcycle, truck, I don't know, van, dog, fight, whatever it is. You gotta call Sweet James 800 500 5200 for the last 15 years. Sweet James has helped tens of thousands of injured victims. They won almost $1 billion for their clients, $188 million just last year alone. So you see, being hurt in an accident sucks. Major impact on a person's life. Changes your car, changes your head, changes your body, changes anything. So Sweet James, they were awarded best attorneys in America. They didn't get you back up on your feet. Maybe get your car back up on its tires. Get you even Steven. Maybe even walk. Sweet James is sweet to you, but not to the insurance companies. That's what you're looking for. So phone them up right away. Call the team at Sweet James. 800 500 5200. 800 500 5200. Or go to the website. It's sweetjames.com. I recommend them to everybody. Friends, family, everybody gets the recommendation. Sweetjames.com. Clear, cool tonight. Clear, a little warmer each day gets through the weekend. And rain maybe for the weekend. This is the whole bunch by MGM Resorts from the Southern California Toyota Dealers Traffic Center. Let's go, take it in. Crashing person.
Checking out the 405 heading southbound at Avalon. Looks like it just pulled it off to the right shoulder. The delays are still pretty slow getting away from Vermont. Now we've got Mike O'Brien, KFI in the sky.
Yeah, so the Santa Ana Canyon, on eastbound is jammed up here, just a little past Imperial Highway. You know the drill. It'll be on the way closer to the way to Riverside, Orange County line, Orange Green River. They're loosening up a bit. More stores approaching the 15 into Corona and Riverside. So the surface closure in the Huntington Beach, actually closer to Westminster. Beach Boulevard is closed down. Police activity there between Hazard and Folsom. So both sides of Beach Boulevard closed down there. And it looks like the best alternate will be just west of there and use Hoover as a good alternate. Mike O'Brien, KFI in the sky.
KFI in the sky. Help station there faster. I'm Angel Martinez. Having the time of your life is more rewarding than ever when you visit any MGM Rewards destination nationwide. Dine, stay, spend, earn on all of it. Details at MGMRewards.com. Subject to annual redemption limitations applicable to certain purchases and activities.
This report is sponsored by Unbound.org. Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice. Continue their dream of education or drop out and let their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at Unbound.org. This President's Day, don't miss Sit and Play Tail to the Cheap sale. Don't you mean Hail to the Cheap, Larry? No, or one Hail to the Cheap with over 50% off the best brands. Over 50% off? It's more like a Hail to the Cheap sale because you're stealing every penny of profit. But it was during 56 President's Day when it includes more affordable. Because with your good credit, buy today and pay interest-free for 36 months on purchase of about $3,000 with your minimum monthly payment at 10% down. $500 on Tempur adjustable sets and save up to $900 on Beauty Rest Plus. Let's just call it a Hail to the Fleet sale. Why Hail to the Fleet? Because these discounts are going to make me lose my... You're killing me, Larry. So this President's Day, save over 50% off and pay interest-free for 36 months. There's typically Hail to the Cheap sale. Then people beat anyone's advertised price for your mattress is free. Contracted license pay 4771. Here are some homeowner headaches we fix again. One is our heating rejuvenation, where we help to prevent breakdowns by performing 6 quick any drinks is just $80 with a 30-foot grandstand. And we're on call 24/7, 365 days a year. And our drain cleaning service is just $80. So nice, I said it's fun. Get air conditioning and plumbing. GOETTL.com. We do things the right way, not the easy way. This is Leland Smith, founder of Sherwood Chapman's Plumbing, Heating, and AC. If you're thinking about replacing your heating and cooling system, I have a serious question for you. Do you really even know what you need? There are so many companies out there offering different systems at all kinds of prices. How can you really know if what you're being sold is what you really need? But the price is right. We believe an educated customer is the best kind of customer. So give us a call, and we'll help you understand all the options that make sense for your home. If you already have a quote from another company, call us for a second opinion, just to make sure you're getting what you need and at the right price. Quotes and second opinions are always free. So call Service Champions at 833-777-7777 or find us online at servicechampions.com. Portions of the following program will be recorded.
I want you to know what happened overnight. I want you to know the news of the day, but I also want you not to be ambushed. I want you to get up gently, have a cup of coffee, and let me tell you what's going on.
Wake up call, mornings at 5 on KFI. We're calling a lot of stories here. We got this horrible earthquake in Turkey, and we're sending the LA County Fire Department sending 81 of their firefighters with beautiful, very expensive, heavy equipment to help them search for survivors. So that's sensational. The Powerball is growing. Fifth largest prize at $747 million. And then we have the Super Bowl coming up in Arizona. First time a Super Bowl will be in a state where betting is legal. Carter, how old are you? 53. 53. All right, so you're a +4. I'm a -2. Belia, I'm not going to ask you or Angel because you guys are pissed. Stephanie, how old are you? 34. 34, so you're a +22. All right. This is how you remember, because nobody can figure out what to do, right? So, Kroger, you're a +4. Every year, add 4 to your age, and that's Southwest Super Bowl. I'm a -2, so I'm at 57. Except you're a +22. Double dice. So add 22 to your age. What did you say you were? 34? 34. No, so that's 23. Okay. At 23, and you'll always remember that because that's Michael Jordan's number. And Michael Jordan, one of your favorite athletes, right? Yeah. You know what sport he played, right? Oh yeah. On the Bulls, you're right. You're almost like Kid Curran. I mean, yes, you squint. You're like it's like listening to a young Kid Curran. You squint what? And if you black out on alcohol, where you're being resuscitated by paramedics. Including your eyes, your hands. Right. You quit everything in your life, and you're halfway through death. Then you sound a little like Kid Curran. Yeah. Wow. You're like a young Kid Curran. Kid Curran didn't get into sport. How old are you, Suburbs? You're 34? Yeah. All right. How old? You're 34. Okay. Kid Curran didn't get into sports, and he didn't even love sports, and didn't get into it all until he was 35. Yeah. So you could become the next Kid Curran. So that's time. Well, you got about a year. So you but you really got to get into it. Yeah. But you could be the next Kid Curran. And I know a lot of people listening right now, like, don't be mean to him. I'm not. I'm telling you, you sound a little like Kid Curran. If you're, high as a kite, 900 shots of alcohol, blues, barbiturates, weed, poppers, paint sniffing. If you did all that, you sound a little bit like a young kid. Almost. No. Not almost there. I think a little bit. Like that. Well, we go. Come here, Jim. Yeah, don't do it again, Talia.
You're hearing something in me, and I want to hear like what's going on here.
Well, Talia, look, you work with Kit Currency. You probably hear it more than I do.
That's why I want to hear it. You're pretty good at finding this stuff still.
Okay, well, all right. I'll give you some players, okay? You want to write these down? All right, Magic Johnson. Get them. Okay, this will be great.
This is going to be good.
This is going to be real good.
So good.
All right, whole different level. All right, Magic Johnson. Just quick for Magic. All right, Worthy. All right, Mark Cooper. Kareem. And who else was for us? The Green. They go in for a very specific time period. Yeah, like the running. Oh, Rambus is good. Yeah, Rambus on this team. All right, yeah, Rambus. All right, so okay, so that's the run and gun, Lakers. All right, so it's Magic, Worthy, Cooper, Kareem, Green, AC Green, and Kirk Rambus. Okay. You want to practice, and then we'll do it at the top of the hour. Yeah, that's probably good. Okay. All right. Well, at 6 o'clock, we'll hear. That's probably better. Yeah, we should wait till after. Yeah. Until after our tax season, I got my taxes to do. Then Memorial Day will be around here, and I don't like to do my Kit Currency really much before Memorial Day. And then, of course, you're going to do the parade and for Huntington Beach. Well, we're doing shortly after that. All right, so after 6 o'clock, you'll do your best Kit Currency. All right, okay? Good. This will be good. This is good. Good. Like, anything that happens is going to be good. But anyway, people have been calling me and busting my balls saying I got to get a new car. And they're right. I have to get a new car. I have to get out of my car that's worth $3,800. It's worth $3,000. Look at my car. It's $3,800. Might be less now. But it's embarrassing. Last night, again, this young lady, Mickey, at AMC and Maymart, she yelled and she goes, "Hey, is that you?" And instead of rolling my window down, I had to open the door to talk to her. And she didn't say anything. She didn't bust my balls, right? Sure, though. She didn't lean down like, "Oh, what's going on there?" They got duct tape on the window. That's a nice addition. Is that custom? You do it yourself? And then I have the hammer that Talia pointed out, I said. Then I got to sometimes go into the car and bang on the starter because it's there's 12 coils, and sometimes it's on the coil that's burned out. So I got to bang on the starter. You can hear a Ben start, put the key in and hit the ignition while I bang on the starter. And Talia was like, "Wow, you need two people to start that car." Two people. Back in the old days with a crank, you still needed one person to start that car. In the 1940s, you needed one person to start the car. 92. These days, when it's like that, "Hey man, can you do me a favor and push?" Well, I used to do it all the time. Yeah, that was great. Yeah, and you have to pop the clutch there. You keep the clutch in, everyone starts pushing, and then bang. Any build whatsoever, you try to park your car so you're aiming down. Exactly. And that's why if you see older, crappy cars like mine, I always back into a spot. And you know why? I leave the hood open and it's accessible for AAA. You know where it's at? Oh, that's great. I always back into a spot in case AAA needs to get to the engine. And sometimes they do. Conway, over live on KMI AM 640. If you missed it, we got
KFI.
KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live everywhere on the Anchor Radio app. Call for some action. I'm Michael Berger, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. Tonight we're doing a video called out Caltrans after a second pedestrian's been killed on the same highway.
Several cars flying across this highway last night, and now Bob Whelan says Caltrans needs to be held accountable.
Those cameras are owned and operated by Caltrans, so we will reach out to them to see if there's any additional safety improvements that they can suggest to make the roadway safer.
The being to die in this area on a state highway in just over a week. Whalen says Caltrans needs to make changes and the city will discuss this once the investigation is complete. Until then, he wants the public to be cautious. Chris Ashley, KFI News.
And Moreno Valley has been shot and killed by Riverside County Sheriff's deputies. Not clear what led up to the shooting on Hillary Avenue this afternoon. Footage showing the moments before AAPC was shot and killed by police in Huntington Park been released. Huntington Park Police Chief Cosme Lozano says he released the video to establish transparency with the community.
I told you for where it is not now, it has the authority to determine it and not to put my officers with the legal standards of justifiable use of their court.
Lozano says the LA County DA will ultimately make that decision. Today was video from a Shell gas station shows the man get out of his wheelchair and stab a person on the street last month. They said they tried to use the time to detain the man later that day, but he was unresponsive, so they shot at him several times. A former prospective staffer to New York Republican Representative George Santos says he filed a police report and House ethics complaint saying Santos made an unwanted sexual advance toward him. And says Santos touched him inappropriately January 25th before inviting him into his home, adding his husband was out of town.
If there was a remote any part of that, I'm sure you should have let those guys and asked that for a job that was different from him for being accused of doing exactly what he did wrong.
Santos says he 100% denies the accusations. He says his office had been in the process of hiring a man who had discovered wiretapping charges against him from his time as a local news reporter. Santos says the man also taped the conversation between them and gave recordings to the news website Ultimate Point Memo. Turkey's president says at least 45 countries have offered aid as the death toll from the 7.8 magnitude earthquake has grown. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre says the U.S. is working with officials in Turkey and NATO to provide aid in Syria.
The president authorized an immediate U.S. response in addition to the U.S. personnel currently on the ground. We are in the process of deploying additional teams to support Turkish search and rescue efforts.
The rescue hospital survey says a magnitude 7.5 aftershock hit more than 60 miles away yesterday. Thousands of buildings, hospitals have reported collapse in Turkey and Syria. Turkey alone, more than 5,600 buildings were destroyed. Just came across the wire that the death toll has surpassed 4,000 people from the earthquake. Patriot missile batteries that Poland got from the U.S. last year been deployed to the country's capital as part of a military exercise. At least 3 ground-to-air missile launches were seen at an airport in Warsaw. The defense minister said this weekend the redeployment of the missile batteries is an important element of the training of the 3rd Warsaw Brigade of Missile Air Defense. And Pope Francis has been backed by the ceremonial head of the Anglican Communion and the top Presbyterian minister. He's calling for gay people to be welcomed by their churches. Returning from South Sudan yesterday, the Pope said criminalizing people with homosexual tendencies is an injustice. The Presbyterian Vice Reverend Dean Grainshield said, quote, "There's nowhere in the Gospels where it sees anything other than Jesus expressing love to whomever he is." D.C.'s Brian Clark says the Pope repeated past comments that laws against homosexuality are unjust. The Pope says condemning someone like that is a sin. Soundbite letter from KFI. This guy's forecast tonight, lows above 40 silver. All sunny and a couple degrees warmer tomorrow, above 60 at beaches, around 70 Metro LA, Orange County, maybe upper 70s in Orange Palace. It's 63 in the Antelope Valley. Bit warmer again on Thursday, well, Wednesday and Thursday. Mid back down, just a couple degrees Friday, maybe a little cooler again with the chance of some rain for the weekend. Right now in Irvine, 57, Fullerton 59, Burbank 63, Florence 61 degrees. Your KFI Monday before the Dow finished down 35, NASDAQ is down 120, S&P down 25. The average price of regular gas in California, $4.62 a gallon. Something Valley.
Looking on the 405 heading north down at Magnolia, that's where the wreck has been cleared out of middle lane. But watch out because we are seeing a pretty slow drive here. Loading up out of Costa Mesa, getting away from just about Bristol. Beyond the crash, the drive opens up, becomes a little crowded around Field Beach Boulevard, but nothing there. We're heading out to the Cajon Pass with Mike O'Brien, KFI in the town.
So drive for the 15, 15 north outside. It blows up here just about here out of North Montana. Looks like the worst of that up to the 138 before getting much better speed there up to the high desert. Southbound side is actually pretty good. 15 southbound from Victorville down through the basin into Montana, which is pretty much up to speed. Mike O'Brien, KFI in the sky.
KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Angel Martinez.
This hour of the Conway Show is being brought to you by Puritan Water. Get complete whole house water filtration system for $0 down and $49 a month. Go to PuritanWater.com. Nothing like winter weather to make a time ready with a warm drink. Here's a big item to cross off your to-do list while smuggling find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else. And we can give you access to those potential customers more cost effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how IR media can work for you. From your cell dial pound 250 and say keyword great result. That's pound 250 and say great result. Better sleep can change your life. That's because sleep is the core pillar of health, just like nutrition and exercise. So if you're not getting enough of it, Deep-Well invites you to take our Better Sleep to Better Health challenge. Get weekly sleep tips and explore how Deep-Well, the world's #1 sleep brand, can help you. Deep-Well's Better Sleep to Better Health challenge. Visit deepwell.com.
Find Deep-Well at Walmart or Walmart.com and start your journey to better sleep today. More stimulating talk.
And I like the radio station.
Working on some pretty big stories here on KMI. Of course, that horrible earthquake and pros reporting that the death toll has surpassed 4,000 people. Now, we have a case to be followed earlier on around the noon hour that ended up on the 405. Maybe got stalled and are caught up in traffic on that thing. And then we have the balloon, the Chinese balloon. We talked to Alex Stone about that at the 4 o'clock hour. You can go back and listen to that if you want. Yeah, if you have absolutely nothing to do, go check it out. All right, we were talking about 80 for Brady. I predicted correctly that it was going to be a huge hit. Everybody thought I was BSing. Everyone thought I was crazy. But I said, no. I think that this is going to be a huge deal. And I didn't go see it because I didn't have the time this weekend. But I would love to see it. So, I don't know, maybe a free ticket, plus at a pop. No, but I don't know if I'm going to go see it. Because I have a vision of what it's like, and I'm vision is the funniest movie I've ever seen, and I don't want to ruin it if it's not, so I may not go. But I do support it. And Aaron Benmos, who's our news editor, I found out during the break, you went to see this thing, right?
Yeah, I did.
Wow, look at you. And how old a young lady are you?
I am 26.
26. Okay. Not the prime demo for this movie?
Why not? Maybe I am.
Maybe you are. All right.
Fun movie.
So where did you go see it? What city?
I saw it in Kenya.
Glendale. Okay. All right. Was it packed?
It was a packed theater.
And what time of day did you go?
We went at 8:30 and
On Saturday night? Okay. That's a nice day.
we just decided, let's go see it. Actually, I decided that my husband was like, oh, yeah,
You see a lot of that.
yeah. Well, I got Avatar, so he thought it was a great one.
So I think he's going to be doing a lot of stuff that you want. You're the loud one.
I am.
Okay. All right. So
It's a packed theater.
theater.
Every day.
Big theater or small theater?
Really theater, yeah. That was like, it wasn't like the IMAX or anything.
Okay.
It was really big. And it's relatively a young audience.
Really? And were people, how do you say it, you're 26, LOLing?
Yeah, really laughing out loud.
Really?
Yeah. You were clapping as if they didn't know the outcome of the 2017 Super Bowl. It was great.
Okay. I didn't know it was the 2017 Super Bowl, so thanks for ruining it for me.
Spoiler.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Was it against Atlanta?
I don't know. The
Wait.
football team against the football team. It was Tom Brady against everybody.
All right. Okay. Well, it's not Tom Brady against everybody. It's Tom Brady against very specific teams in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
Okay. I get it. All right. But you know the ladies.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Sally Field.
Yeah.
Mark Moreno. Who's that guy who owns
Rita Moreno.
Rita Moreno. Sally Field.
Lily Tomlin.
Lily Tomlin. Oh, it was a cast. Right?
It was a great night.
Did you see Stadium pop in? Like, did you like Sally Field pop in with their hat on? So
Yeah, no, none of that. But it was fun. And you know what? People were clapping at the end. People were really got into it.
Really?
Yeah, this is like a great sports movie for women.
Okay. And you seriously, how many times did you literally like laugh out loud?
I was moving a lot. I did a really lot. And I think you're right. An hour and a half movie is
It's perfect.
hard to come by these days. So it's great.
Yeah. Avatar is 3 hours.
Yeah, it was not a great time. I did not enjoy it.
And you know they can make more money with this movie because they can have more shows. fried green tomatoes. Is that one of them?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Or river wine through it. Stuff through that. I think I was reading a comment about the river wine through it. But you would recommend it.
Oh, yeah. Really fun movie. And,
Would you go see it again?
yes. I thought we'll see it this weekend. It'll be great.
Hold on. All right. So what was Adam, your fairly new husband?
Yeah.
You've been married 3 months? Maybe a little longer. Maybe close to 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's a young man. He's about your age.
Yeah.
And did he enjoy it?
He did. He was not expected to like it. He thought it would be really dumb. And anytime there were big rats, I was looking at him and he was like, shut up.
Oh, that's
Okay.
great.
And we were like, it's funny.
So you guys would, what would you give out of 10 stars?
I don't know, I give it like 6 or 7. It was really fun. It's super fun.
Great.
I don't know. I feel like you can't give every movie a 10. But I think it's a 7. It was a great movie. Yeah.
Okay. And I don't want to say, don't spoil how it ends.
Right.
But do any of those women die?
No.
They don't.
I'm not going to spoil it for you. I'm not going to tell you about it. But did you know it's based on
None of them grab their chest during the last play the Super
No, but you don't reveal. These women are real. They're 4 real friends.
Yes, I know the story.
And they have pictures of them at the end of the movie. And they're really
Oh, that's great.
none of them actually go to the Super Bowl in real life. That is all made up. Like,
Oh, I didn't know that.
the grandson of one of the women, he was like a talent agent out in LA, and he's like, this is a great movie. We have to stay in touch with Tom Brady. We have to make this movie a thing.
Wait, so Tom Brady produced that movie?
Yeah, he sent him a message in 2020.
Wait, so the 80 for Brady, those 80-year-old women really never went to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, so when that stuff happened, it's all like your imaginative and fun.
Oh, that's horrible.
So they have the jersey for real. The 80 for Brady jersey, that is a real thing.
But I mean, that's not the movie, though. The movie is they go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but that's what makes it a movie, and that really is. It's based on true story.
Right, but I would think that it was, that's not based on a true story. I mean, then you could say there's, 80-year-old women who went to Baskin Robbins. That movie's based on them.
I mean, Bill and Ted, I'm sure there was a Bill and Ted, and then the adventure was
I'd like to think that the 80-year-old played the Super Bowl. And how did you know that they did
because of David.
at the end of the movie?
No, I read about the women after.
Wow, you're really into this movie.
I was so into it. I was up this for my buddy and my grandma.
All right. Will your grandparents go see it?
I think they're going to go through it, yeah.
Yeah, and they're Detroit. Still in Detroit.
Yeah.
All right. And I don't know. Congratulations. I think it's now.
Congratulations to you.
If you're in the entertainment business, you're a singer, right?
Yes.
Are you a singer or a dancer?
Yeah, I do it all.
All right. And you sing with a quartet.
Yes.
And what kind of music? Swing?
Yeah.
Swing. Like what's an example of one?
Like Boogie Woogie Big Boy.
Well, you're going to do the Lord, don't you?
That's the one. Yeah.
And people can hire you.
Yeah. Well, it's this.
Okay. Let's you don't make any money around here. How can I hire you?
They can go
What's the website?
for Darren Jacob Productions or the Swing Tones on social media.
Wait. Swing Tones?
Yeah. Swing Tones.
Swing Tones.
Yeah.
At Swing Tones?
At the original Swing Tones.
The original. Okay, original Swing Tones. All right. I hope you get hired.
Thanks.
All right. You're making very little money.
I'm really happy with that. I'm not complaining.
All right. 80 for Brady. Thumbs up. 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
All right. There you go. All right. Aaron Benmo, the review of 80 for Brady. This movie is hot as hell, man. And I called it. I knew this thing was going to be a winner. We're live on Campfire. 640. We're now Thursday. Campfire 24 Newsroom. The category supervisors is expected to look at a proposed law tomorrow that would tighten regulation of sales and ownership of guns in unincorporated areas of the county. Recent 2 people, including a neo-Nazi leader, have been arrested for a plot to completely destroy Baltimore by attacking energy substations for the city. And an executive for Fox Sports says both marshals for the Sunday Super Bowl, typical now, sold for between $6 and $7 million. Few 30-second commercials went for more than $7 million each. Things are slow in Sherman Oaks.
This is the southbound side of the 101 to Lake leaving the 405, and the driver remains barely ahead all the way to the 170-134 split. If you're staying on that 101 southbound, more delays in Hollywood from Santa Monica Boulevard into downtown Los Angeles. And in Pasadena, 210 eastbound loading up at Mountain. Delays pretty heavy and slow all the way to Citrus. More delays in Upland from Baseline to the 15. And making that connection into the on past 15 northbound, still loading up right around Glen Helen Parkway, all the way to the 138. KFIN side, helps get you there faster. I'm Angel Martinez.
It's Ron Tucker. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings. Kyrie Irving's leaving KD solo in Brooklyn and headed to Big D team up with Luka. For the Mavs, the West is wide open. They needed to take a big swing. For the Nets, they were done dealing with Kyrie's drama. They didn't want him long term. I get it. A Luka-Kyrie combo going to score a ton of points. Be wildly entertaining. The big question is, will Luka be willing to share the load as the ball begins to lock? I'm Colin Calvert. Hey, it's Ross Tucker. If you'd like to make things a little more interesting, download this to the newest episode of the Even Money Podcast with DraftKings, releasing every Tuesday, available wherever you listen to podcasts. Football and betting. It's Even Money Podcast. This recording is sponsored by Compassion International. We've all felt the impact of rising food prices. For families in poverty, they're facing malnutrition and even death. You can feed a family for a month with your $50 donation to Compassion International. Just text the word radio to 97646. Are you looking for a way to protect your portfolio against the volatility of the stock market? Invest in commercial real estate. With over $1.5 billion in assets, First National Realty Partners offers investors access to institutional quality real estate, featuring national brand tenants such as Walmart, Kroger, Whole Foods, and many others. FNRP is one of the largest indicators of grocery-anchored private equity real estate in the U.S. Build your portfolio today with our investor relations team. Call 888-301-9010. That's 888-301-9010. Or get started at fnrpradio.com. That's fnrpradio.com. Call or visit us to see what annual returns and quarterly cash distribution our investors are earning. 888-301-9010. Or fnrpradio.com. Results are not guaranteed with risk of losing your principal. Securities are only available to verified accredited investors. Any representations as to stability, diversification, security, or resistance to inflation reflect our belief in such outcomes and may or may not be realized. Cash distributions are not guaranteed. Past performance is not an indicator of future results. Visit us at fnrpradio.com. Staples Print and Marketing is committed to quality and printing perfect every time. Now at Staples, get $10 off your document printing and marketing materials order of $50 or more. Offer ends 2/25. Stores got print for details. Price Staples and see the difference. At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hard-working partners. So they keep 38,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit Uline.com. The Exorcist Files podcast. A leading exorcist and demonologist shares stories of disturbing and vicious cases of possession. For the last 2 decades, Father Carlos Martins has encountered evil in nearly every way imaginable. With Hollywood portraying The Exorcist with levitations, vomiting, spitting at the priest, all of that has not been new for me. I have seen that firsthand. Listen to The Exorcist Files on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts. This is protected stuff. This is America. Try doing this in Germany. You know what happens? You get tossed to prison for that. Even saying you're a Nazi, you get tossed to prison in Germany. Here, the kids wear swastika armbands. This is America. We'll handle that. First Amendment is sacrosanct. Live 6 to 9 a.m. on JFI and on demand anytime on the iHeartRadio app. It is the Conway Show. Working on details from the Fort Worth, right to happen in Turkey. And then we also have some pretty big stories to get into here. This is going to be the first Super Bowl where you can actually bet on the game legally in the state. And that 80 for Brady kicked ass over the weekend, made a ton of money. Fine. Our own Stefu is the young Chick Burn, and he needs more time. So after this break at 6:30 or 6:35, Stefu is going to show you why we call him the young Chick Burn. At 6:35, he just needs a little more time. He's brushing up and becoming the professional that he wants to portray on the radio. So we're going about 6:35, right? 6:35. All right. Very good. Again, we're so honored
right, let's just real quickly catch the film medley quick. All right, here's $800,000. Now, your chance to win $1,000. Just enter the nationwide keyword on our website, Bills. That's Bills, BILLS. Enter it now at KFIAF640.com/cash. Powered by Sweet James Accident Attorneys. If you're ever in an accident, winning is everything. Call the winning attorneys at Sweet James. 800-500-5200. That's 800-500-5200 or sweetjames.com. And then go to the website, KFIAF640.com/cash, and stick that word in Bills. And you could win, possibly win $1,000. $1,000, sorry. All right, ladies and gentlemen, one of the nicest men in show business, one of the most successful men in show business, is going to be on with us. You may have heard this song. What a song!
So slow. Do so much.
So let me tell you, the Righteous Brothers are going to be playing right here locally at the Sagerstrom Concert Hall. Sagerstrom Concert Hall, February 10th and the 11th. So get your tickets. It's going to be an unbelievable show. And slide on out there and enjoy yourself. Right? It's on Costa Mesa. It's really going to be a great show. All right, Bill Medley's with us. Bill, the Righteous Brothers, how are you, sir?
Oh, I'm great, Tim. How are you feeling?
Oh, man, you are the best. The kindest man, the most successful man to ever call our show is you.
Oh, Tim. Really?
Give us an idea of how it's booking's going.
I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding, of course. Hey, Bill, what is the one song, if you didn't play it at your concert, would they run up on stage and try to kill you?
You want some love and feeling or I'm saying no?
Oh, man, you lost that love and feeling. Have you ever tried to do that where you play a concert, you don't play that song, you say goodnight and see what their reaction is?
Well, I think one time Bobby and I took a fake vow, and they knew we were going to come back to do it love and feeling, to do love and feeling. So we felt so stupid that we put doing fake vows. It was this.
That's awesome, man. That really is great. So what a career, and you're still going strong. You're going to be in Costa Mesa right before Valentine's Day. I can't imagine a better Valentine's Day gift for a loved one.
Well, I think Unseen Melody and a few of those songs are pretty apropos for that day.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Now, how many days a year are you guys still working?
Well, probably this year we'll do what they call, in Vegas we do about 10 weeks in Vegas all year long, and then we do about 50 concerts.
No, man, oh man, that's a lot of work.
It is for an 82-year-old man. I'll tell you what's killing me is the traveling. It's just the shows I do for free. Hopefully they put down private jet. Well, no. I wish they would too.
But have you ever seen the Sagerstrom Center? Sagerstrom Center?
Oh, sure. I've worked with it, yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful, and we're working with the symphony orchestra, and that's always emotional and fun, and it's great.
And it's almost like in the round where there's people on the side of you, almost behind you as well on the upper seat.
Yeah. Those people can see my bald spot in the back, but it's okay.
I thought initially it said something else, but that's great. Yeah. What a beautiful wife
you know, never had to leave home. So we always felt that we were real blessed back then.
And that's great. By the way, are you friends with, and do you know most of the, or did you work with a lot of the Beach Boys?
Yeah, matter of fact, for the last couple of years, we've done the opening act. But Brian was a real good friend, ever since we both started in the early '60s, and actually him and Phil Everly sang on one of my albums a song that Brian wrote. So that was really special to me.
Do you think that they find it personally disappointing to the fans that only one of them knows how to surf?
I think that's pretty good.
Last time they were on, I said, hey, so when are you surfing? Like, oh, no. So anyway, the Rams are doing great this year. They're fantastic. You know, they're knocking it out. Well, man, what a great place to live, Newport Beach. I mean, that is, the ultimate place to hang out and live, especially if you got money in Newport Beach. Those homes right there on the coast and on the harbor there are spectacular.
Yeah, I've been very fortunate, and we lived on the bay out there in Balboa, and it's just been, it's been a blessed life,
You know, that would keep you young too. If I was in Newport Beach, right on the water every day, you wake up, you feel great.
It doesn't hurt.
Yeah. Well, I hope we're going to sell this thing out for you. It's almost sold out anyway, but this is one of the great places to be. February 10th and 11th in Costa Mesa. You can get your tickets. They're very reasonably priced. And it's the Righteous Brothers, Valentine's Day of the Righteous Brothers. Friday, the 10th, that's an 8 o'clock show. And I think Saturday's an 8 o'clock show as well. Is that true? 8 o'clock?
I feel so.
And it's the Segerstrom Center. It's hard to say. It's one of the most beautiful places in the world. And a great place to play. I really appreciate you coming on. You're always so kind to come on with us. Big huge fan, and everybody who's listening right now, whether they're 15 or 105, they grew up listening to your music.
Well, that's very sweet for you to say, and I love doing your show. And when I'm up there in LA, I'm going to come into the studio.
Oh, that'd be great. Please, we'd love to have you. We'll send a card for you.
or if I said, well,
Exactly. All right, thank you very much, Phil. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Tim. It's a good to talk to you.
All right, there you go. Definitely. Wow, man, the Righteous Brothers. What are you? A great place in here, huh? The Righteous Brothers. It's not just some small little, goofy group. The Righteous Brothers. You've lost that lonely feeling. Maybe you've heard this, these songs. Yeah, or any of these songs. It's beautiful. Here it is.
You're trying hard not
To show the baby, I know you lost that love and feeling. Oh, that love and feeling. You lost that love and feeling, and now it's gone, gone.
Wow, you can see that. February 10th, 11th. Right Saturday. Segerstrom Center.
For you,
Players always had Saturday when we just did like
like before all your things, the children,
every day. That's great. All right, we'll come back and be calling the young kicker, and when we get back, you'll be like, wow, those guys are
you lost
we're live on KFI. We're not talking KFI 45 minutes. Staffing growth, identifying good run drivers, children, and adults. His name's brother tells KPI he wants to drive and to turn themselves in.
You lost that love and peace, and now it's gone.
It's not has been a difficult things that have happened, and you have to answer him for what you did. This is a dark-colored car was traveling westbound on Oxford Street Friday when it hit a man. First responders say died at the scene of a award of $50,000 being offered for the identification apprehension. in the U.S. remains strong and resilient. Dillon also says every responsible member of Congress must agree to raise the debt ceiling, adding that it's non-negotiable.
Well, sometimes with them it took a while. It's something in the Congress. It's always recognized their responsibility in secure things.
America has paid all of its bills on time since 1789, and not to do so now would produce an economic and financial catastrophe. The federal government hit the current debt ceiling last month, prompting the Treasury Department to take extraordinary measures to make sure the government can keep paying its bills. Right, this Parliament debating a pension bill aimed to raise the minimum retirement age from 62 to 64. Workers' unions have been protesting with more demonstrations planned Saturday. France's President Emmanuel Macron vowed to move forward with the bill, which he described last week as indispensable when compared to other countries in Europe. And investigators in Germany have arrested 48 people and shut down an encrypted communication service that was used as a secure channel for organized crime. This channel was particularly used in the drug trade. They said more than 70 properties were searched in Germany, the Netherlands, Belgium, and Poland prior to the arrest were made. They say those arrested include users, operators, and administrators of the service. Mostly clear, cool out there tonight above 40 degrees. Mostly clear, a little warmer through the rest of the week. Then back down just a little bit Friday. Maybe we need some rain for the weekend. It's 60 in Placentia, 55 in Bloomingdale. Things are slow in Tuscany.
The 5 northbound delayed waving jamboree taking you ahead all the way to Harbor in Anaheim. Also in Anaheim, 91 eastbound slowing down off the 57 freeway. Delayed taking you all the way to Green River in Anaheim Hills. Even 241 northbound backing up from just about the Windy Ridge toll plaza as you make your way towards the 91 freeway. In Riverside, the 60 eastbound slows from Market and looking on Los Evan and Sturgis once you make your way past Frederick Street. KFI in the sky, let's get you there faster. From Martinez.
If your business has 5 or more employees and manage to survive COVID, you could be eligible to receive a payroll tax rebate of up to $26,000 per employee. That's real money. It's not a loan either. It's a refund of your taxes. The trick is in there here. It's complicated, lots of red tape. So let me suggest going to GetRefunds.com. Their team of tax attorneys are experts in this little-known payroll tax refund program, and they've already returned $1 billion to businesses. And it can probably help you too. No charge up front, they share a percentage of the cash that they get for you. And businesses of all types can qualify, including those that get PPP money and nonprofits. Even if you've had increases in sales, you can qualify. To find out if your business does qualify, go to GetRefunds.com, click on the Qualify Me button, answer a few questions, they start to work. GetRefunds.com, that's GetRefunds.com. Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, our media can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else. And we can give you access to those potential customers to more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how our media can work for you. From your cell dial pound 250 and say keyword great result. That's pound 250 and say great result.
Are you looking for a way to protect your portfolio against the volatility of the stock market? Invest in commercial real estate. With over $1.5 billion in assets, First National Realty Partners offers investors access to institutional quality real estate, featuring national brand tenants such as Walmart, Kroger, Whole Foods, and many others. FNRP is one of the largest indicators of grossly leading private equity real estate in the U.S. Build your portfolio today with our investor relations team. Call 888-301-9010. That's 888-301-9010. Or get started at FNRPradio.com. That's FNRPRadio.com. Call or discuss what annual returns and quarterly cash distribution our investors are earning. 888-301-9010. Or FNRPRadio.com. Results are not guaranteed for personal person or person. Securities are only available to verified accredited investors. Any representation, stability, diversification, security, or resistance to inflation reflect unbelievable such outcomes and may or may not be realized. Cash distributions are not guaranteed. Past performance is not an indicator of future results. Visit us at FNRPradio.com.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in a family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hard-working partners. So they keep 38,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit Uline.com. Call Champions for an $88 precision meter tune-up or visit ServiceChampions.com. Glad to be honest, vacation, shopping, and to win $1,000 every hour weekdays from 6 a.m. through 7 p.m. Claim your cash refill on KFI AM 640 for stimulating talk. KFI AM 640 Sunlight Show. The Chinese spy balloon is down. That came down Saturday. Alex Stone talked about it at 4 o'clock. We're going to go back and listen to that. Yeah. Plus, the lottery is up to $747 million. That's the Powerball. That's a big deal. And the Super Bowl is a Sunday. That's a big deal as well. But first, we go to Pittsburgh Jr., which is we also call Steffu. And he's going to give you an example of why we refer to him as Pittsburgh Jr. here on AFI AM 640. All right, I'll set you up. You ready, Chick? Old Chicky? Let's go. Chicky, baby. All right, here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will crank up my computer here. All right, here we go. And we're off. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Riley here in Salt Lake City. Magic in the bag. The button. The fourth ready to go. Let me turn over to the greatest play-by-play guy in the world. Chick Bird, everybody. Chick Bird. Oh my goodness, so that one. My favorite part is we can't have this happen. Take you to the hole. Done! I think that's the score, right? But it's squid, it's like chicken. Always, drowning himself out with the actual noise of the arena. You could barely hear him. There was so much squid as it was a puppet. Yeah, maybe I'll give you that. There's something there. I definitely think that, some people can tell the difference. I, on the other hand, don't see it, don't see much of a difference. But, man, that was great. The Pittsburgh Jr., we work with him every day, and we've been polishing his skills for quite some time. But to be able to make a play, make a call like that, it's sensational. Because you were, how old were you in the 1990s? Four. All right, you were 4 when you catch this stuff. 4 years old, man, and you can recreate it like it was yesterday. And that's funny, but man, that's a talent. I'm telling you. That is great, buddy. Congratulations. It's Pittsburgh Jr. What? Oh, we want to do it every Monday at 6:30? All right, well, we'll see. We'll see about it. We'll see. All right, Farmer John has been around forever, right? Farmer John, so the greatest bacon. We always had Farmer John bacon growing up, Farmer John sausages. And now Farmer John might be moving out.
Throughout the day, employees have told me they're sad to see it go. 2,000 people are leaving jobs with no idea where to go next. The Farmer John meatpacking plant is packing up. The parent company, Smithfield Foods, announced that it will cease operations in Vernon this month due to high costs.
I used to be a delivery guy for a place called Rebel Travel in Los Angeles. REBE, Rebel Travel. And Farmer John was a big client. And so I literally, once a day, would take, those red tickets, those like triplicate tickets, and you remember those? Like an airplane ticket used to be red ink, they used to be in triplicate. So you take them to the airport and they pull out one page and you take the other 2 pages. Oh, right, like a carbon. You're right, exactly. I was the guy taking those tickets to the executives at Farmer John. Forever. I mean, it seems like, 2 years or so. I drove down to Vernon every day to drop off tickets for executives at Farmer John. What? Eastern Coast and flavor, Western Coast and freshness. I think what this was. Something like that. Western Coast and freshness, Eastern Coast and flavor. Or vice versa. Who's
But that means we got laid off. The cold. The crowd was good. It was just me. So I can't complain about it. It just understand that we're just cut it off.
But when you've been working on the corner of Vernon Avenue and Silver Street for almost a
I mean, look, if you are going to leave the Farmer John plant, okay, that term at the end,
I can't complain about it. It just understand that we're just cut it off.
cut it off. You know, cut it off. Perfect example or perfect way to say it. You're leaving the Farmer John plant.
Cut it off.
Yeah, they just cut it off.
Cut it off.
But when you've been working on the corner of Vernon Avenue and Silver Street for almost a decade, it's hard to pick up and move. According to Smithfield Foods, they're working with Vernon employees to help them transition to other locations.
But I'm just trying to go out of state when I have family and stuff here. I don't want to do it.
The plant has been here for 90 years and it smells like it's here. But
Oh my God. Hey, lady, please. Please. Let's not get down in Farmer John.
the plant has been here for 90 years and it smells like it's here.
Okay, let's just report the facts. All right, let's stop at the commentary. Leave that up to us.
But really, it's the mural wrapped around the building that makes it stand out.
Yeah, I saw the mural every day, man. I love that. Farmer John.
Covered in caricature paint. The mural was designed by an out-of-work Warner Brothers artist in 1957.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's great information. Great knowledge. It's an iconic thing that's around here. Everybody, we got it. It's the Farmer John. Somebody else, like, if you ever get lost, you got a chance.
The brand became a household name in the 60s, showing up in TV ads, and their sport gained popularity among baseball fans. At one point, becoming the official Dodger dog.
Yes, I love those Dodger dogs, man. I miss them.
But SoCal is staying so long to Farmer John. Moving forward, the products will be packaged and trucked in from the Smithfield Foods facilities in the Midwest.
Nah, it sucks. Nah. And everything's going away. Everything on my entire childhood is disappearing. Farmer John leaving Southern California. What's next? I don't know. Whatever. Farmer John. I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss it. It's a big part of my childhood.
Smithfield Foods facilities in the Midwest.
Really?
Products will be packaged and trucked in from the Smithfield Foods facilities in the Midwest.
Midwest.
But SoCal is staying so long to Farmer John.
So long to Farmer John. All right, John. That's it, man. Farmer John. It's hardly new. 90 years in the same place. Now because it's so expensive. Farmer John's. This is all right, we're live on KFI 864. We'll check with Motel, see what's going on here. And I'm going to miss that Farmer John. That'd be good. All right, Craig, what's going on in the news, brother?
There's been charged with multiple felony and misdemeanor counts for punching female athletes and threatening people with a gun in a high school basketball game in Corona last month. Airline regulators have proposed fining United Airlines more than $1 million for civil safety protocols on some of its planes. The FAA says United stopped checking the fire warning system as part of the steps before takeoff between June 2018 and April 2021. The agency here is going to start charging higher prices for movie tickets to all the same theater depending on where you sit. Theaters in New York, Chicago, and Kansas City will have the 3-tier system on Friday, so you don't want theaters. We'll take a look at the 405 freeway next.
Big Game Black, the big game on big screens in Mirando's big ballroom at the Big Resort. And they're amazing, man. So get on down there. Great food and drink specials as well. Big game blowout. Prizes, freebies, fun. You can even win a grand prize in cash. You play the rewards card during the game. I think you guys know what game I'm talking about. Right? Is that pretty cool? Then giveaway. You get a Pure Sonic face steamer when you're in 500 points on your rewards card on the 13th or the 14th. And what that was. So game day save. You got to get tickets to the big game play. A room, $20 in free spot play, all for a special price. Book now. And food is lost. Get Valentine's Day surf and turf deals at Cielo. And Good Times Cafe. Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, the perfect place to watch the big game. Conveniently located off the I-10, less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Morongo, the time.
It's recorded in Fountain Valley.
On the 405, Mason
making your way northbound, coming up on Magnolia, all the action's in the center divider. Well, it's still pretty crumbled and getting away from Harbor out of Costa Mesa. Also, another slow drive for you in Anaheim, 91 eastbound, leaving the 57 freeway, all the way to Green River, heading into Corona. And in Brea, 57 northbound, loading up at Imperial Highway, all the way to 60. Hey, up on the sky, must get you there faster. To Martinez.
Victor to the Bowl champion, Alfred Williams. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz.
Kyrie Irving's leaving KD solo, and Brooklyn is headed to Big D team up with Luka. For the Mavs, the West is wide open. They needed to take a big swing. For the Nets, they were done dealing with Kyrie's drama and didn't want him long term. I guess a Luka-Kyrie combo going to score a ton of points. He's wildly entertaining. The big question is, will Luka be willing to share the load with the ball in his hands a lot? I'm Colin Calvert.
Stunning design, unmatched intelligence, and a compact ready for anything built. Sometimes exceptional is the rule. The Mercedes-Benz GLA, member of the unrivaled SUV family. Learn more at MBUSA.com.
This report is sponsored by El Monte RV. When you're ready to hit the road, El Monte RV has a wide range of RVs to rent or buy. Their pet-friendly RVs come with updated amenities, and some even have slide-outs for more room when you need it. Experience the freedom of the open road. Visit ElMonteRV.com or call 800-337-2149.
This President's Day donut didn't take us to the cheap sale. But you head to the cheap, Larry? No, it went down to the cheap. With over 50% off the best brands. Plus, if you're good credit, buy today and it's interest-free for 36 months. On purchase of about $3,000 with your minimum monthly payment and 10% down. I'm going straight to hell because you're killing me, Larry. Didn't think of anyone's advertised price or your mattress is free.
Attention Southern California, another massive rate increase. Declare your energy independence from the utility company. If you've ever thought about going solar, you must go solar right now. You can go solar with Semper Solaris, your local and veteran-owned solar contractor. They'll get the job done with esprit de corps and honor. Imagine, no money out of pocket, and no payments until 2024. That's no utility bill and no payments all year. Keep your money in your pocket and go solar American style with Semper Solaris. Worried about blackouts? Tesla Powerwall and Enphase batteries are in stock. Call 877-211-5591. Not sure about your roof? Semper's an Owens Corning Platinum Preferred Contractor. Upgrade to Owens Corning 50-year warranty for free. Grab the 30% solar federal tax credit. $500 downloadable coupon, $500 off of military and first responders. Plus, 0 down, 0% interest and 0 payments until 2024. For all offers, call 877-211-5591. Or visit SemperSolaris.com. On group credit expires 2/28/2023. CSLB number 97815. Are you looking for a way to protect your portfolio against the uncertainty of the stock market? Invest in commercial real estate. With over $1.5 billion in assets, First National Realty Partners offers investors access to institutional quality real estate featuring national brand tenants such as Walmart, Kroger, Sprouts, Publix, and many others. FNRP is one of the largest syndicates of grocery-anchored real estate in the U.S. Investors choose the specific deals to invest in and receive consistent quarterly cash distributions. To learn about your investor partner opportunities, call the Investor Relations team now. 888-301-9010. That's 888-301-9010. Or get started at FNRPradio.com. That's FNRPradio.com. Get a preview of their current and upcoming deals and see what returns investors are earning. Call 888-301-9010 or FNRPRADIO.com. Investments are subject to risk, including loss of investment securities are only available to verify accredited investments. Cash distributions are not guaranteed. Any representation made about investments cannot reflect FNRP strategy and may or may not be realized. Visit FNRPradio.com.
It is this. Say, I want my medical bill paid. I want my car fixed. I want my money. I want my accident lawyer. Imminent thing in real life, but instead they were treated that quote we have decided to take an indefinite pause from this place. And the ridiculousness is not only how outrageous to society, but how Eminem tried to respond to it. Locally is a cheesy. That should have been their response. Live 7 to 10 p.m. on JFI and on demand anytime on the iHeart Radio app. Hey, my AFC 40 sound like the Super Bowl is this Sunday. We talk about that all week long. That's a huge deal to be Arizona. And then the Chinese balloon is finally blown out of the sky on Saturday, and it was measured at 200 feet tall, the same height as a 20-story office building.
It goes up and up and up, and it's horrible. It's the worst. LA County Fire Department is sending 81 of their bravest men and women over there for monthly weeks, monthly months to try to help people and try to look for people that are still alive, buried under rubble. It's just the worst. Absolutely. And so, thanks to all the great men and women from the LA County Fire Department going over there to help save lives.
The president there in Turkey is calling it the country's largest disaster in more than 80 years. The massive 7.8 earthquake hitting southeast Turkey overnight near the Syrian border. A second quake hit southern Turkey 9 hours later. Thousands of buildings collapsed in both countries, and now the search is on to find any survivors that are trapped in the rubble there. Joining me now, live from London, ABC's Patrick Rebel. So, Patrick, what is the latest? Our search crews, been able to find any survivors?
You know, they're talking about the last number I heard was 8,000 homes and buildings have collapsed. 8,000. And a lot of them were apartment buildings and hotels, and you can imagine there's 50 to 100, maybe 200, 300 people in just one structure. And it was at night. It was very early in the morning. Still dark out, so everybody was at home, unfortunately.
Okay, I mean, the scale of the damage is just colossal, and
it's snowing there. It's unseasonably cold in parts of Turkey and Syria, and that's going to kill a lot more people. And they just have to get as much equipment over there into that area from around the world as quick as possible.
the clearer the picture is that we're seeing, the more the scale of the destruction is really emerging. Right now, rescue workers are trying frantically to reach what is believed to be hundreds of people buried under rubble across the country, and hundreds, possibly thousands of buildings are believed to have collapsed. President Erdogan of Turkey is saying this is the biggest disaster to strike this country since 1939, when another earthquake caused 30,000 people to be killed. And so you can see the scale of the disaster here is really enormous, and the countries are mobilizing right now to try and band aid, and particularly the situation is particularly dire in Syria, where there was already a humanitarian crisis, which now has been struck by this historic earthquake, really. This is one of the most powerful earthquakes to strike this region in forever, experts are saying.
Yeah, we were reporting 80 years, and just looking at how Turkish and Syrian first responders have been handling just the overwhelmed or the overwhelming amount of people trapped, killed.
And these are not people in Syria who have money. You know, these are not people with a lot of material objects and really well off. These are really, really poor people who were already down on their money, and they get struck by this earthquake.
I can't imagine what the hospitals are like. Are they struggling just to be able to treat people?
And everything in that part of the world, in Turkey and Syria, comes to a complete halt, and everybody is now just in survival mode with with the buildings collapse, how cold it is outside, no food, no running water, no heat, no electricity. It's the worst situation ever.
Yeah, both in Turkey and in Syria, rescue workers are under enormous strain, but the situation is particularly bad in Syria because of the fact that most of the area where this earthquake took place was closest to northern Syria, which is a rebel-held area, which has effectively been under siege by the Syrian regime, backed by Russia for the last several years. And so there was already a very severe humanitarian crisis there. 4.1 million people lived there, and the UN says that the majority of them were already in need of humanitarian support. And now, of course, they're being struck by this enormous earthquake. I mean, we're seeing towns where whole streets have collapsed, whole high-rises. There's, dozens of apartments in them have just collapsed into the ground. And we know there are hundreds of people buried under that rubble. The white helmets that you probably remember, better known in Syria for pulling people from the rubble after bomb attacks, after airstrikes, they are in action, and they are saying, they're telling the media that they are completely overwhelmed, that the hospitals in that part of Syria are completely overwhelmed.
Yeah, we're going to need a lot of people. There are a lot of people. All right, Mo Kelly is coming up next here at 7 o'clock. Yeah, 7 o'clock, trying to get the new hours down. And tomorrow you'll be on for the State of the Union. Actually, I won't, because if I was not going to be running it, it's going to be on our partner station, OM 1150, where you can hear all the live action over there. Great move. That's great. Right? Because we're the alternate program. That's right. We're counter program. You can hear it anywhere. And you find it, yes. You can only find Conway and Mo Kelly at one point. And also, we're going to talk about tonight, as far as tonight's show, we're going to talk about Greek's Rise of Pink Lady, which is a prequel to Greece, and it's set 4 years before the events of Greece, and it's a new series that is going to be season long, so it's coming out in April. We're going to talk about that. When's it coming out on? I think it's Netflix. When I said okay. All right. Well, that's kind of cool. Yeah, and they also have a remake to White Men Can't Jump on Hulu. I'm not so sure about that one. I'm not so sure. I don't know. But White Men Can't Jump made a lot of money. It did. It's a cult classic. Yeah. It's one of those movies you just leave alone. Right. Yeah. Maybe you've done that to it. Right. That's fine. All right. Well, coming up next, here on KFI AM at 6 point.
Not just stimulating talk, it's more. Change and time.
KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live everywhere on the Inner Radio app.
Devastation and death. I'm Amy King, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. More than 4,000 deaths have now been reported from a 7.8 magnitude earthquake that hit Turkey and Syria. ABC's Marcus Moore in Istanbul says rescuers have been searching through the rubble of collapsed buildings in hopes of finding survivors.
After daybreak west of Aleppo, rescuers lifting an injured child to the rubble. And to the north of the city, saving this topic, Mary was shot up, but sadly her mother and 2 siblings all killed. Little girl now staying with relatives.
A man rescued at church is compared to quick to doomsday because a building collapsed on him and his wife, and he doesn't think she survived. The search and rescue team from LA County fires and deployed to Turkey in the aftermath of the deadly quake. The department says the team will include 81 people, 6 T9 teams, and 3 structural engineers. Representative for LA City Council member Hugo Martinez says he's human. Someone in his office called the LAPD to have extra patrol to keep an eye on Alexis, parked at the council office in Echo Park. The councilman has been called a hypocrite by a leader of the LA Police Union because Martinez has supported calls to abolish police. Alexis actually belongs to a deputy staffer. Martinez drives a street. Martinez's office says they are investigating a junior staffer's actions and will be taking appropriate action. Republican Assemblyman Tom Lackey from Palmdale says he wants to end the rape kit backlog in California. Lackey says in 2020, officials discovered nearly 14,000 rape kits were untested.
I find that to be unacceptable. Sexual assault is one of the most traumatic crimes that exist.
Lackey says he plans to introduce a bill that would require all outstanding rape kits to be processed by 2026. There is plenty of money to fund the resources needed to this goal. Calls to the new 988 suicide lifeline have spiked across Southern California in the first 6 months since switching to 3 digits.
Since we launched in July, we about a 22% increase.
Here's crisis care VP Sherry Wilkie says calls are also being answered within 13 seconds, much faster than before.
Our team has responded to more than 59,000 calls, 5,000 texts, and 7,800 chats.
Just in LA County, about 5,000 calls come in per month.
And the majority of the time, our counselors are able to de-escalate that situation with no further intervention needed.
Nationwide in the first 6 months, more than 2 million 988 calls were answered. In LA, 4 big cars in KFI News.
Officials in Ohio have released toxic chemicals from 5 cars of a derailed train to reduce the threat of an explosion. Ohio Republican Governor Mike DeWine says it was a matter of life or death.
The controlled release of the toxic chemicals also has the potential to be deadly if it's failed.
DeWine says the contents of the rail cars are currently unstable and could potentially explode, causing deadly disbursement of shrapnel. People near the site in Ohio and Pennsylvania have been ordered to evacuate. New poll says the majority of Democrats think 1 term is enough for President Biden. North Center's Public Affairs Research poll says 37% of Democrats say they want Biden to run in 2024, down from 52% just before last year's midterm. Poll shows the group who doesn't want a second term for Biden is most concentrated among people 44 years of age. No need to call in to work with fake pickles the day after the big game if you live in Tennessee.
Football fans in Tennessee may be really happy they live on good old Rocky Top as the bill comes to life. Senator London Lamar and Representative Joe Towns Jr. are introducing a bill that would replace Columbus Day with the day after the Super Bowl as an official state holiday. South says the day takes a toll on the workforce, and many people skip work the day after the game. The bill needs bipartisan support to pass and could go into effect as early as next year. Jennifer Jones Lee, KFI.
Ooh, like battling weather for KFI clear with lows in the 40s to mid 50s, 30s and 40s for the Inland Empire and Antelope Valley. Gusty winds in the valleys and mountain areas tonight and tomorrow morning. Sunny tomorrow with highs around 70 at the beaches, Metro LA and the 60s to low 70s in the valleys and Inland Empire, 50s in the Antelope Valley. Warming up Wednesday through Friday with highs in the 70s, slight chance of rain for the weekend. It's 57 in Orange, 61 in Manhattan Beach, 58 in Cerritos, 52 in Canyon Country. KFI market report, the Dow finished the day down 35 points, the Nasdaq was down 420, S&P 500 down 25. The average price for regular gas in California, $4.62 a gallon. It's slow in Lake City on 10. Because the eastbound side, leaving the 405, delays continue across all the way to the 5 in Boyle Heights. On the 101 southbound slowing through Sherman Oaks from the 405 to the 171-34 split. More slowing in Hollywood on Sunset Boulevard heading into downtown Los Angeles. And South LA, 110 northbound, traffic is loading up heading away from just Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. We've got a crash coming up on the 10, and that's keeping the drive slow moving. That's beyond all the way to the 101. Into the Cajon Pass, the 15 northbound remains slow from Glen Helen Parkway all the way to the 138. KFI in the sky. Let's get you there faster. I'm Angel Martinez.
This hour is sponsored by Advanced Hair. If you are ready for that new dream kitchen, now is the perfect time because the best place for kitchen cabinets in all of Southern California, the Kitchen Store, is having its massive winter sale. Everything from conventional entry-level cabinets to literally any custom configuration imaginable, the Kitchen Store has got you covered. Imagine just one place to find every door, color, finish, storage option, hinge, and hardware accessory on the market. You'll find it all and more in Southern California's largest kitchen design showroom, waiting for you right off the 405 in Culver City. And as always, it all starts with a totally free in-showroom consult with one of the Kitchen Store's expert kitchen designers. 12 months in with cash financing, pricing that beats the big boxes, and happening right now, the huge winter sale. Start the new kitchen right by dialing 310 Kitchen. That's 310 Kitchen, or find them on the web at 310kitchen.com.
4 p.m. good is massive. All of the cheese licking, the paws were soaking wet. He had ball spots on his back. That's how 2 weeks after he started Dynamite, started seeing great improvements, and today 99% of his issues are non-existent. Dynamite is nutrition. Dynamite is the best thing you can do for your dog. And your dog will be. I get my Dynamite from DINOVITE.com.
It takes years, maybe a lifetime to build trust. Once won, it's a precious start. I'm Michael Akiva, managing partner for Jacoby & Myers. We're honored to have earned your trust since 1972, and there's nothing we value more. Jacoby & Myers, the name you trust.
Let's see unpredictable rain to this just feature. We're going to get Calvin and Charlie. Access Calvin, which helps the team mental health resources. Call 833-317-4673 or live chat at calvin.com.
This is Jacob & Myers. You've been in the truck accident on the 4424 unit. More stimulating talk.
And I like the radio station.
It's later with Mo County KFI, AM 640. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app, and some of the big stories, I mean very big stories, that we're following right now. Of course, we will keep you in the loop regarding the massive 7.8 magnitude earthquake which struck southeast Turkey this morning. Death toll is about 4,000 and rising. And as you might have heard me earlier, I said the State of the Union speech will air on our partner station AM 1150 tomorrow, not KFI. But we will monitor it in the event anything newsworthy comes from it. And the U.S. military is still in process of recovering debris from the Chinese surveillance balloon shot down over the weekend. Whether the THPR, you call it a spy balloon or weather balloon,
But you look up the air quotes. Yes, there we go. Thank you. The visual air quotes, yes. The Chinese weather balloon over the weekend. And there's this. Remember when you went back to high school, and then even junior high / middle school, you were away for a while, and then you had to get like a readmittance slip, and to show you had excused absence to allow you to get back into class? I know I can't be the only one.
I was a really good student. I was never late at all.
Are you serious? Yeah. Okay. You have to believe it for a moment.
Now, like, so you're saying, like, if you've been gone for 4 or 5 days?
Well, when I was at South Fork High School, anytime you missed a day, you had to have a readmittance slip. So you had an excused absence. If you had so many unexcused absence, then you were marked short, you know, had all sorts of other issues to deal with. But I'm looking around the studio, and I'm noticing that Angel Martinez is back, and she has not turned in her readmittance slip. She's been gone for a week. No explanation. And I don't see enough from her parents saying that it was an excused absence. What's going on?
Well, you mean you didn't see the note?
No, I did not see the note. It was all through this kid.
It was supposed to be hand delivered to you. I thought it happened.
No, it has not yet. Do I need to call your mother?
You can call my mom. She'll vouch for that.
It's Martinez, welcome back. Good to talk to you.
Thank you so much, Mom. Good to be back, you guys. Hello.
Did you have a good time while you were away, gallivanting around the world?
I wasn't gallivanting around the world, but I'm back, and yeah, it was very good.
Okay.
Did you have a staycation or vacation? Well, I was hoping that was it. I stayed last.
She's trying to say, stay out of my business, Amy. You can't be around it.
I totally did, but I was...
I love it. Because I don't care. I want to get the answers. I love the details. Well, anyhow, it's Monday.
We're not getting it.
No, we're not going to get it. We're not going to get it. Sometimes you just have to ask 3 and 4 times, like my mother. She would ask me, like, what is the way? So, if I ask this way, do I say no? What if I ask this way? No. Well, how about this way? She'll keep trying. She's persistent like that.
Well, your mom must have been a reporter.
No, she was just really overbearing and persistent and strict. And when she wants to lock in on something, she's going to lock in and she will not let it go. She'll bring up old stuff, and that's why I think I got it from. I carry grudges like trophies. I mount them on my mantle.
Do you really?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What's your worship name?
That's fair. Look, I can remember just about every woman who's ever turned me down. I remember slights from 6th grade.
No.
I do. And look, maybe rest in peace, my 6th grade teacher, social studies, Louis Nesselrow. I remember one time he asked some sort of question in class. I raised my hand. I was the only one raising my hand. I'm not going to speculate as to why he didn't call on me. He didn't call on me. He said, I don't see anyone. No one knows the answer to this question. And I want to say, no problem. My arm is raised. You couldn't see me. And he continuously overlooked me.
Do you remember that?
I do remember that. I also remember same teacher, Cletus Nesselrow. He wanted me to do this Arbor Day speech. And it was Trees by Joyce Tillman. Wanted me to recite it. I was in California Middle School. I got to class early in the morning, and he said, Morris, I want you to recite this for the Arbor Day presentation. I said, okay, I can read that. He said, no, I need you to memorize it. By lunch. Now, if I were an adult, I would say, what are you setting me up to fail. So I tried to memorize the speech in the course of 3 hours, the poem, Trees by Joyce Tillman, and it failed miserably. I remember everyone laughing at me, and it was that moment that I was never afraid of public speaking ever again. Because I said I would never be in a situation where I'm unprepared or ill-prepared to speak in front of people. In a way, in a negative reinforcement way. No, I mean, there's all sorts of motivations. Yeah. Sometimes it's negative, sometimes it's positive. Sometimes we jump out on our own, and sometimes we're pushed. And it was, I don't know if he was my biggest fan, but he did provide the opportunity for me to grow. I thought it was an unfair.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, it was unfair. I think it's unfair to ask any 11-year-old, 11-year-old to memorize the 4-poem stanza in 3 hours. Who does that?
But you know what?
Yeah, and I think, I think it was he wanted me to fail, and I did fail in that moment. But here, I'm living with Mo Kelly, and that means getting back to school and everything, and I didn't get a readmission note from Angel Martinez. I'm still waiting on that. I might have to call her mother. But you right now, we want to know where you are. It's roll call time. So hit me on Twitter at the Smoke Kelly, MRFOKELLY. Let me know where you're listening, like in which city, how you're listening, the radio, computer, smartphone, or smart speaker, and we'll shout you out. Like Swallow's listening right now by the studio. KFI, AM640. Amy King is listening via the newsroom. KFI AM640. So let us know where you're listening, how you're listening, what city, and we will shout you out at KFI roll call. And let me just say good evening to Jack Stephan. I almost called you Stefan. I'm sorry. I almost called Stefan. It's going to take me a minute or two. It'll be a while. I know, to learn your name for the first time. To get it right for the first time. So if I call you Jack Stephan, that's like my mnemonic device to get me to remember it's Stephan, not Stefan. Oh, and Asian doesn't even know that story.
Oh, I was here.
Oh, you hear that? I thought because you're last name. That's right, you were last name. Right. There's that laugh. I love it. And later with Mo Kelly.
I'm living on the edge. I've got a fucking hernia and ulcers. I feel like Yoshi be like, yeah.
Has been charged with first-degree murder. He's also facing attempted murder for shooting at a second deputy.
Oh my god, when they were knocking this morning, I was done. He's like, I got my keys to Torrance. I was like, excuse me, pardon me. We're like, yeah. He's like, let me just squeeze past you there. Really? Yeah. Why? There's like, I'm off the Torrance. They're like, oh, bye, Yosh. Like, see you guys. Really? Yeah, bye, officers. Really? Yeah. Oh my god. This is funny. I'm having to tell, like, by someone's shoe and pant leg.
Tonight, sunny tomorrow, high 60 to about 70. This report brought to you by the Accident Task. From the Southern California Toyota Dealers Traffic Center, the school places with that crashing Anaheim Hills on the 91. The views on that eastbound side coming up on the 241. The traffic has been cleared out of lane, but we're still seeing the backup heading away from Weir Canyon. Now, also check out South LA with the stall on the west-hand southbound coming up on Exposition. Looks like they're clearing it out of middle lanes, but traffic is backing up out of downtown Los Angeles. Looks like pushing back from just about 9th Street. So much out for some sudden slowing. And then across the city, the 10 eastbound. It's starting to improve. It's crowding up at Los Angeles, slowing down ahead just before western to the west head. 10 FI in the sky. Help get you there faster. I'm Angel Martinez.
We need an accident attorney by your side. All you got to do is call the accident guy. If you're in a car accident or at work, the accident guys can come to you almost anywhere, so you don't have to come to us. Say I'm Espanol. This report is sponsored by BlindShirt.com. Hi, I'm Kyle at BlindShirt.com. I sell custom-made blind shades and shutters that are easy to install at prices less than big box retailers. Blind provides a custom-made for your windows and I guarantee they'll fit. Come on, pro, do it yourself and save big at BlindShirt.com. This year, 15 years of learning new languages with Rosetta Stone. No matter what inspires you to learn a language, travel, work, family, or just for fun, the Rosetta Stone app makes it easy to get started and stay motivated to reach your goals. Right now, get a lifetime unlimited subscription with forever access to all 25 Rosetta Stone languages for 40% off. Visit RosettaStone.com today and save 40%. Rosetta Stone, how language is learned.
Like if I can just do this, people eventually get these made or be a famous and then I'd be like, oh, did you want your dad?
Buy today and take interest free for 36 months. On purchase of about $3,000 with a minimum monthly payment and 10% down.
Nearly 3,000 team drivers died in car crashes each year. IRS survival is designed to save lives. For one day, hands-on driving school gives kids experience in car control. Your exercises and emergency braking and skill recovery. Find a class near you at IRS.com/survive. Plastic and water by a winter snowstorm. It is a winter wonderland. You can help ice skate at State Farm Park. In State Farm neighborhood, you can compete in snowball fights, grab a hot cocoa and cookies, and more. There's also special events from your favorite artists and podcasters all month, along with scavenger hunts, exclusive content, and unique items. So enjoy the best of winter weather in iHeartland on Roblox. Head to iHeartRadio.com/iHeartland today.
I get up at 2:45 so that you can sleep in until 4:59 so that you're ready to go for liftoff.
Mornings at 5 on KMI. Get later with Mo Kelly, KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Some of the big stories that we're following and will be commenting on definitely exciting. Theaters, they're going to start pricing seats based on the location and view of the screen. Yeah, no, and no. Not doing it. Won't do it. Can't do it. And following rash of shooting LA County supervisors who blame gun rules, and in addition to that, LA County supervisors have taken the measure today to offer small landlords, as far as a small tenant, relief for non-paying tenants due to the COVID moratorium. I've been waiting on that as well. And I ask you to hit me up on Twitter at Mokelly, MRNOKELLY. Roll call, let us know where you are, how you listening, what you listening on, so forth. Let's shout out Greg.
We're on stage with what is the stage
on his Alexa.
9/11.
Listening to Van Diemen on her iPhone. Josh in Ridgecrest on the iHeartRadio app. Diana Rock in Rancho Cucamonga listening via the iHeartRadio app. Dr. Breeze
He was
listening
prepared for
with
him.
Catherine
Notebooks
Hill,
behind his
Australia.
chair.
iHeartRadio.
But these are nice. These are
Bakery of Bellflower, listening in song, and they're just coming in too fast and too furious. Well, everybody's listening everywhere. I just absolutely love it. He said Australia, Jason McCutcheon, listening in the car, pulling into the driveway in Ontario.
Seven
Public
tries.
speaking used to
There
freak
should be
me
that.
out.
Oh,
Now,
I didn't have any
adult
seven tries.
education classes, adults are a lot easier to speak to than kids. Have a great night, Morris. Call me by my full government name. Call me by my mom's call. Actually, I was 10 years old all over again. Have a great night, Morris. And Anthony Red said, hey, Mom, I'm listening by radio from the beautiful city of Manatee, California. Wendy Chavez. Hi, I'm Wendy. My husband, Chris, and I are listening to you in the car, going to Mission Hills to visit my mom. Stars at 26. Hi, Motel. I love the show. Listening to you in Brea. Eddie B, I'm listening in Illinois. Ending my 68th birthday. It would be awesome to get a happy birthday on air. Love you guys. Thanks. All right, Eddie B. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Peggy. I got my own written session. Happy birthday to you. What are you doing, Stephanie? Are you the words to the beat? I'm trying to make a beat. I was like, I'm so up. Sleeping on his mat from Alexandria, Virginia. And this is JLCK. Hello, this is Johnny listening to KFI. This morning in Valley Village. Love your show. Christine is listening in Summon on an $800 ham radio. Soon transitioning to an XUV radio. Keep on coming with AFI Roll Call. Oh, this is my goodness. Raven Sun Valley. Presently in Valley Grand, listening on the radio. Hear that, Jim Rome? A radio show on the Los Angeles radio station. Inside your right. It is well attention.
Juno Wilson listening from Valencia on my Ukraine Solar Observer FM radio station right is listening in South Los Angeles. Robert Madewell listening in Nuttown on his iPhone, and Josh is listening in Ridgecrest on iHeartRadio. My goodness, keep them coming at CFI roll call. And in the meantime, I have this question. What makes a good Super Bowl party? What are the must-haves? Now, we all know that we want to be at a great Super Bowl party on Sunday, but it's not like any place can be the great locale for a Super Bowl party. Some people want them big, some people want them small. Now, for me, I just need a place to sit my ass down. Because some parties, you come at a premium, let's say you're at a bar or some sort of, lounge, you can't always find a place to sit. And if you're sitting, you may be blocked from one of the big screens or something. So those are things which are really important and need to be comfortable so I can watch the game. Because yes, the party's nice, but I do actually want to watch the game. I do want to see Philadelphia and Kansas City go at it.
There's the one time my parents have never
I
been.
do want to see that. That's my must-have. For me, I need at least
Yeah,
not the food, but the
it was my friend, as I grabbed that fifth one, I knew he was going to say something. Now, this is a course of like 7 hours. Really, yeah. Because I was there early to help him set up. We built like a thing from IKEA. I was there from like 10 in the morning until
good company, man. But they don't have
7,
good
maybe 9. So I had like 5 minutes. Really? Was it 6?
Yeah, I don't need that.
No,
I get to be
maybe,
by
yeah.
myself.
Was there some cool people?
Location.
One kid.
Don't know the people in the bar, anything to leave me the F alone. I'm just watching the game or whatever, and that's not a party.
Yeah.
The
I
party
go to grab my.
Why do you want?
Yeah, my friend says.
I'm the one who's going on vacation by myself.
What is that? I go.
I love me some
Some guy interesting because it was a very, very boring game. Yeah, it was very funny. Wow. Yeah.
Anything about you?
We have
It's
5
a tough
here.
question because I love watching the game, but I'm a hardcore spirit as far as commercials go. So party is fun, but then people talk. And I can't hear the commercials. And same thing with the bar, you don't really
Yeah,
hear the
we have
commercials.
like
So I like that
the course of
smaller
a day.
gatherings.
But why did my friend had never seen the thing? And so, like, I had some friends who would be like, dude, you only have 5 beers? It's a Super Bowl,
I
man.
like to see the
My other
commercials as
friends were
well.
like,
So some I kind of differ between whether I'm going to be in a bar situation or someone's house.
really? Hey, technical, I would you really try to
Commercials do that, right? It's not like you tell everyone, hey, stop! I don't listen to the no Cheetos commercial.
Well, you can, but then they start looking at you weird.
I know.
So that's why, yeah, like 6, 8 people, this is a good size. Although it doesn't sound really good for it, it's fine.
Right, nice. Stephanie, what about you? Honestly, you guys nailed it all. Yeah, the place to sit, drink, and if I can hear the game, that's all I think on the evening. So it doesn't matter who wins, doesn't matter who plays, it's the experience for you. For me, yeah, I don't know, horse in the race.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Just, it's a fun game, just watch it, and then the commercials come on, snack, drink. You get snack like your chomp, you know. Yeah. Okay. Agent Martinez, you're the queen of the traffic, so I know that you're very judicious as far as where you're going to drive or how far you're going to drive. How do you map out, no pun intended, your Super Bowl Sunday experience?
Well, you know, it's good energy with the folks that you're watching the game with. That's all makes the phone there. But just, you know, everybody has had food on one level or another, be it snacks or you know, full-blown barbecues or dirt. I gotta have me some kids in a blanket. Wrap those little smokies up in those ensemble things down on the oven and
fireworks. Yeah.
Okay, yes, take to the blanket, yes. For me, I probably should have. That's why I'm Super Bowl. Okay, Stephen, I need you to go out and do the rest of this group on yourself. Thank you very much. And our roll call is still going, so give us a tweet at the show, Kelly, MRKOKELLY. Let us know where you're listening see is Doug Stratton listening in Covina. Man, this is just outstanding. There's Matt. This is out. John, I'm in the Denver area, driving a bus back and forth to Black/Central City casinos, and I'm listening on my phone via the iHeart Radio app.
Where's that Black Creek?
What? I have no idea where that is.
It's near Black
People
Rock in
need to
Central
don't
City. There's a
stop,
little tiny
stop.
gaming town.
I did not
I
know
bet this will cost so much money.
Outstanding. There's Ken, who's listening on the radio, doing some little laundry in Riverside. And there's Carl Kirkwood, listening in Minneapolis, Minnesota on iHeart. It's Richard Queen. North Hollywood, checking in, listening on iHeart. My goodness. And we'll have more, so just keep on. Elizabeth Perry listening on her Alexa. Keep it coming at Mr. Kelly on Twitter with Shout Out. This is KFI Roll Call. A new segment in addition for Monday. This is later with Mo Kelly. Yeah, 8640. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. We'll talk about Twitter verification when we come back. But right now, YouTube has the news.
The death toll from the 7.8 magnitude earthquake that hit Turkey and Syria has risen to more than 4,000. ABC's Marcus Moore in Istanbul, Turkey, says rescuers have been in rubble looking for survivors even as the ground continues to shift. You can see the buildings collapsing.
First responders on the scene of this collapsed building when the one next to it comes crashing down too.
Thousands of buildings have collapsed across the region. In one Turkish city, people took shelter in shopping malls, stadiums, mosques, and community
Like
centers.
these things together.
No vaccine, no problem for many LA City employees.
This is granted under the medical exception submitted before last Tuesday. The move affects more than 4,500 employees. A committee made up of LA mayor and several city council members voted in a closed session last week to sweepingly grant the vaccine exemption. The move affects more than 4,500 employees. City employees in LA are still required to be vaccinated against COVID-19. An exemption submitted going forward will be reviewed one by one. What trolling? Hey, I news.
The mayor of Laguna Beach has called out Caltrans because of two people killed on the same highway in just over a week. Bob Whalen says the woman struck and killed crossing East last Sunday night was not using the crosswalk. But he says he wants Caltrans to address the dangers of that specific stretch of highway.
New.
Over the past 7 or 8 years, we've brought a number of pedestrian concerns on both sides to the detention councilors, and they have responded with strict safety improvements, so I'm sure that they'll be willing to meet with us again.
On January 28th, a man was hit and killed trying to cross the bridge not far from where the woman was hit. Thousands of people are getting physical at Northtown Fairgrounds to help determine how healthy the nation is. Cal Optimist Chief Medical Officer Dr. Richard Pitts says Orange County was one of 15 counties chosen by the National Health and Nutrition Examination Service.
So this is really wow. We have urban areas, we have suburban areas, we have a little bit of rural area left in Orange County. So it kind of fits the need for a good random survey.
Pitts says the survey helps the feds track things like how children are developing or how obesity, diabetes, and other issues are impacting the nation's health. There's about 5,000 people were notified by mail to take part in the process. AMC Theater says it is charging more for seats based on the location, which says there will be three tiers: preferred, standard, and value. So the prep will be cheaper, seats in the middle will now cost more. AMC says the seating map will show the adjusted prices and will only be applied on showings after 4 p.m. Some A-list members can access preferred seating at no extra charge. Southland weather from KFI, clear with lows in the 30s and 40s in the IE and Antelope County, 40s to about 50s everywhere else. Sunny tomorrow, highs in the 60s to about 70s, warm in the mid-60s to mid-70s Wednesday through Friday, and a chance of rain late Saturday and Sunday morning. It's 57 in Fullerton, 56 in Huntington Beach. That's on Culver City on 405. On the southbound side, and delays are filling in as you leave the 10, looking pretty heavy ahead towards the 90s. Now, the northbound side of the 405 is moving back through Culver City, no problems to the West LA and beyond. A little crowded ahead as you continue into North Hills, approaching North Off Beach, it's a little crowded. Also, we're going to head out to Sherman Oaks on the 101 southbound. And this is fun moving away from Woodman. Looking a lot better by the 171 to the Port Wood, but Calhoun Pass and then slow on the 16 northbound at the 215 merge to the 138.
KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Angel Martinez.
Yeah, and if you can beat it, that will call 833-422-4255. Plus, for medication to treat COVID-19. Sponsored by the California Department of Public Health. Hey, y'all, it's Steve Sharp. Let me tell you the unfiltered truth about water softeners. They don't filter anything. They add sodium, they're old-fashioned, costly, maintenance-heavy, but hey, there's a better solution. A light source salt-free water system. Filtered and delicious water from every tap, no maintenance, and perfect for areas spanning softness. Light source does more than a softener and better. Get yours by calling 800-803-2696 or visit lightsourcewater.com. Light Source, taste and feel the difference.
Could you use some extra help meeting basic needs? Like putting food on the table or paying your rent? Keeping your home warm and the lights on? Buying new sheets for growing a team? Or help with medical needs? Find out about the Supplemental Security Income Program, SSI, administered by Social Security. It's money you can use to help pay for basic needs like food, clothing, shelter, or medical needs. You could receive monthly SSI payments if your income and financial resources are low, and you're 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability, or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to learn more about SSI and start the application process today. That's ssa.gov/SSI. This message produced by Social Security and U.S. Taxpayers.
Hey, all, it's Steve Sharp. For emergency backup power, there's only one name. Backup power. Since 1965, Southern California has relied on DEPI for hospitals and high-rises, data centers and school districts, every form of business, big or small, even homes and RVs. Whether it's a new generator, an emergency rental, or DEPI's legendary repair and maintenance service, DEPI Power has you covered. Go to DEPIPower.com, DEPIPower.com. That's DEPIE. Power.com. Want to sell your valuable coins, high-end jewelry, collectibles, or fine art for more? Here's someone who will tell you why you should call Tangible Investments.
Hi, my name is Allie Eastburn. I'm the founder of With This Ring.
With This Ring is Allie's charity.
About 11 years ago, I realized that the ring on my finger could literally save an entire village in Africa. So I donated that ring, and now we have rings coming in to our organization from women and men all over the world.
So who buys Allie's donated ring?
Tangible Investments. Our ring donors send their rings directly to Tangible Investments, and they give us more money for those rings than anyone else ever has.
It shows how Allie is changing the world.
It helps us do what we do best, which is drilling in water wells in Liberia, Africa.
Tangible Investments owner Sylvie Genova has become America's top dealer in coins, precious metals, jewelry, and fine art. Still guarantees you'll get more.
Thanks so much, Bill and Tangible Investments, for all you've done for us.
Call now for a no-obligation free professional appraisal. 800-711-2800. 800-711-2800. 800-711-2800. For official rules and more information about contests on this station, go to KFIAM640.com/rules. KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app, and some of the stories that we are following, of course, that massive 7.8 magnitude earthquake which struck in Turkey this morning. The death toll is at 4,000 and rising. And now the State of the Union speech, which is scheduled for tomorrow, it will not air on KFI, but it will air on our partner station, AM 1150. So you can find it there, but we will monitor it and bring you anything newsworthy which comes from it. And AMC Theaters, if you heard anything discussing for the news break, will start pricing based on location, and you're not going to like it. We will get to that before the night is over. And it's also KFI Roll Call Monday, later roll call. Let's see what people are listening and how they're listening. Mary Kay Lamoro. Hello from Richfield, Washington, north of Portland. Listening as always on iHeart Stream, Love KFI. This comes from the Italian Italian Jew listening in Duluth, Georgia at the gym. KFI and iHeartRadio love your show. And Jack in Redmond, Oregon, Chevy N. Morris. People call me by my government name. Is that like a joke or something? I don't know. There's something going on. Okay? All of a sudden, everybody wants to call me more. That is my name. But he's listening by iHeart on a MacBook. Bianca Johnson is listening in Temecula on the iHeartRadio app on her iPhone while cooking dinner. That's very specific, Bianca. Thank you much for that. And Bobby and Brooklyn listening on iHeartRadio and enjoying a homemade steak dinner. Everybody get your eat on.
I think that you can.
But I'll just be getting on work with a difference. Now there's Mark from Grand Island, Nebraska, listening on his tablet with iHeartRadio app. Cheryl Pope, listening in Palmdale, sitting at the kitchen table. Listening on her Echo Dot. People come at Mr. Motelli. Let us know where you're listening, which city, how you're listening, iHeartRadio app or traditional radio, and anything else you want to let us know. Keep it coming. Roll call here, later with Motelli. And since we're talking about Twitter specifically, did you know that you can stay verified if you have like a check mark by your name? You can subscribe, which is $8 or $11, depending on when and how you subscribe. These are different tiers. But if you're connected, let's say I'm going to talk to Stefan about this. If Stefan wants to be verified as someone who works at KFI/iHeartRadio, iHeartRadio or KFI would have to pay in the near future as much as $1,000 per month. I know that is funny for a lot of reasons that I couldn't even discuss from here. And you, Stefan, would have to pay $50 per month for you to get a check mark in relation to KFI. I'm just reading how the story goes.
iHeart would have to pay $1,000, and then for us to use or have access to the all we have to pay is $50 each.
Yeah, according to internal messages seen by various members of the media, it shows that Twitter can charge as much as $1,000 per month and $50 per month for each account affiliated with the business.
Do you know how many iHeart official accounts disappeared at that point?
Look, I got my check marks years ago. It had nothing to do, quote unquote. I actually got my check mark before most of the people at KFI because I was just doing other things. Yes. So it's not really connected to KFI, but if they want to take it away, then they can take it away because I refuse to pay one penny for it. It is not that important. It's only important in the sense of I'm actually being Mr. Motelli as opposed to anyone else who may try to imitate or impersonate me on social media. That's all it means. I still wouldn't pay attention. I don't know what we're doing right now with him even suggesting money for it. But I understand the business reasons for it. Depending on the report that you read, Elon Musk has lost more than 70% of his advertising dollars. 70%. That has to be replaced somehow and actually has to be increased because he has a good $1.2 billion in debt. Interest debt each year that he has to pay off. So he's going to have to somehow create these alternate revenue streams beyond subscribers, beyond traditional ad revenue. And so now he's taking it to, hey, you want to keep your check mark or you want to get a check mark through your business? So you have to pay $1,000 a month. And your employees are going to pay $50 a month. You get nothing from that. Not one dime. You won't even get a recommendation on the radio. You won't even get to say something nice about it. No, I'm not. I have a rule. I don't pay for social media. Why? Because it's free. Now, if you want me to advertise on social media, that's something different because you're providing a service in exchange of goods and services. Okay, if I give you money, then you advertise my stuff. But I'm going to pay you just so I have a check mark by my name and it doesn't mean anything because anyone else can buy it. The next thing that's going to happen is Twitter is going to turn it into like eBay-like situation where people are exchanging actual commerce and they'll start charging service for that. Yeah, like a tax. But, whatever, he's already trying to bring things to the market for Twitter that's already there. But so much just business here. He's going to have to do some type of exchange with what he has active people around the world sell them. In Twitter, and it's heavy, on Twitter. That's called T-shirt and stuff called stuff. You tell me the next one will be hot text on Twitter. He would go. I know. She would know. We're trying to get Amy familiar with the tribe called they can nominate to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I'm going to get it.
I don't know.
You want me tonight?
I honestly couldn't tell you any of the songs we played last week.
Look, I couldn't tell you the Harry Styles songs that they played last night. It's okay.
Oh, did they play Harry Styles? I didn't watch it.
Yeah, we'll get into it. He won Album of the Year and the Beehive was on Apple Click. They are mad. Some more shout outs. Isaac Irvine, streaming iHeartRadio on his Android. Thank you very much. Android for life. I absolutely love it. Nolan, listening on iHeartRadio in Spearfish, South Dakota. DJ 57, listening in Watsonville, California, iHeartRadio. Kistro Media. Thanks for the shout out. Hi, Twitter. I ain't gonna shout out to all on my Twitter. Go ahead, here's Twitter. Go find me. They know if they want to find me, they need to find me at Mr. Vulture. You don't have to get into hate. Charles Lambert, listening in Stockton on the iHeartRadio app. And we'll have your horoscope when you come back. If you're related with most other care, my answers for you like everywhere on the iHeartRadio app now. Anything else you need.
Pelican fire sending more than 80 members of the search and rescue teams to Turkey following a 7.8 magnitude quake that killed at least 4,000. Quake that rocked Turkey and Syria was followed by a 7.5 magnitude aftershock. San Diego-based General Atomics has offered to sell 2 Reaper drones to Ukraine. Formal proposal has been made in D.C., but still needs to be okayed by the U.S. government. The company says it will sell the drones, which can carry bombs and missiles and fly for up to 24 hours, for $1. U.S. military is combing the waters of South Carolina to recover what's left of a Chinese balloon that had exploded in the U.S. before it shot down yesterday. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan is also defending the decision to wait until it was over water to shoot it down. Later tonight, rescue winds in the mountains and valleys, high tomorrow in the 60s to about 70. This report brought to you by Unbound.org. From the Southern California Toyota Dealer Traffic Center, let's go places. Let's go to downtown LA. We've got some flowing on the 110. Northbound 5, we're going to TRILLIONAIRE for 10 freeway, looking a lot better just before the 101. Mid-City on the 10 and 7 is pretty heavy away from Western to the 110. And we're also looking at Anaheim Hills for 91 Eastern, Lake Region Imperial Highway, all the way to Green River. KFI on the side, get you there faster. I'm Angel Martinez.
Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice. Continue their dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at Unbound.org. This report is sponsored by Blindster.com. Hi, I'm Kyle. My company is Blindster.com. I started Blindster in 2010 to provide custom blind safety shutters at affordable prices. Our blinds are easy to install and shipping is free. Then hire an expensive professional. Do yourself and save big at Blindster.com. Want to sell your valuable coins, high-end jewelry, collectibles, or fine art for more? Here's someone who will tell you why you should call Tangible Investments.
Hi, my name is Allie Eastburn, and I'm founder of With This Ring.
With This Ring is Allie's charity.
About 11 years ago, I realized that the ring on my finger could literally save an entire village in Africa. So I donated that ring, and now we have rings coming in to our organizations from women and men all over the world.
So who buys Allie's donated ring?
Tangible Investments. Our ring donors send their rings directly to Tangible Investments, and they give us more money for those rings than anyone else ever has.
With Phil's help, Allie is changing the world.
It helps us do what we do best, which is brilliant in Waterworld in Liberia, Africa.
Tangible Investments owner Sylvie Genova has become America's top dealer in coins, precious metals, jewelry, and fine art. Still guarantees you'll get more.
Thanks so much, Phil and Tangible Investments, for all you've done for us.
Call now for a no-obligation free professional appraisal. 800-711-2800. 800-711-2800. 800-711-2800. Someone uses your toilet and it overflows. Can you imagine how embarrassing that is for your guest and for you? Hello, I'm John McCoy, founder of Riverhill 20. You're hosting a party, the water's on the floor, and your guest has to tell you that the toilet is backed up. And worst of all, you have to tell your guests that they can't use the bathroom. I shudder when they tell this story because it happened to me. Can you imagine? I own Rooter Hero Plumbing and my toilet overflows. Talk about being humble. Well, the truth is, it can happen to anyone. And the solution is to call 866-DRAIN-77. That's what I did, and our plumber was here within the hour. Not because I'm the owner, but that's just what we do. I'm so confident that you'll be satisfied with our services that I put my cell phone number on every business card. 866-DRAIN-77. That's 866-DRAIN-77. Hey, all the clean cars, if you are ready for that new green kitchen, now is the perfect time because the best place to have in all of Southern California, a kitchen store, is having this massive winter sale. Everything from conventional entry-level cabinets to literally any custom configuration imaginable, the kitchen store has got you covered. Imagine just one place to find every door, color, finish, storage option, hinge, and hardware accessories on the market. You'll find it all and more. Southern California's largest kitchen design showroom waiting for you right off the 405 in Culver City. And as always, it all starts with a totally free in-showroom consult with one of the kitchen store's expert kitchen designers. 12 months payment cash financing, pricing that beats the big boxes, and happening right now, the huge winter sale. Start the new kitchen right by dialing 310 Kitchen. That's 310 Kitchen, or find them on the web at 310kitchen.com. It takes years, maybe a lifetime to build trust. Once won, it's a precious start. I'm Michael Akiva, managing partner for Jacoby & Myers. We're honored to have earned your trust since 1972, and there's nothing we value more. Jacoby & Myers, the name you trust. This President's Day, don't miss Sit and Take Hail to the Cheap sale. Don't you need hail to the cheap, Larry? No, I want hail to the cheap. With over 50% off the best brands. Plus, with your good credit, buy today and pay interest-free for 36 months. On purchase of about $3,000 with your minimum monthly payments and 10% down. I'm going straight to hail. Because you're killing me, Larry. Didn't think of being anyone's advertised price or your mattress is free. Hey, all the steam cars, let me tell you the unfiltered truth about water softeners. They don't filter anything. They add sodium, they're old-fashioned, costly, and make your heavy, but hey, there's a better solution. A light source salt-free water system. Filtered and delicious water from every tap, no maintenance, and perfect for areas banning softness. Light source does more than a softener and better. Get yours by calling 800-803-2696 or visit lightsourcewater.com. Light source, taste and feel the difference. She was vice president. Not the one who's literally packing papers into a banker's box and leaving them out of the naval observatory. It's more likely that there's a staff member somewhere who is going to be the one found responsible.
I'm going to say something that's going to be wildly unpopular. It's probably connected to Biden's son,
Jerry and Shannon.
and Trump is probably just, here's a picture of me eating a hamburger in the Oval Office, and I'm like, it's
Live 9 to 1 p.m. on KMI and on demand anytime on the iHeartRadio app. It's later with No Kelly, KMI 840 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. And so I don't know where you find these things. Where did you find the story about the three most beloved zodiac signs in all of astrology? There's none mentioned. I searched high and low to make sure that we are able to fill everyone's astrological needs that we know. Here are the three most beloved zodiac signs in all of astrology. Leo. In regards to the physical body, Leo rules the heart and leads with the looks and Queen, these are naturally easy, so easy to love. Leos have a reputation for being self-obsessed, but that's what most people do. Simplification of it is simply service. This sign is enamored not only of paper. Number two, not in the order of most beloved astrological signs. sign Libra. As the sign symbolized by the scales and balances, these folks are excellent at understanding what others need to hear and delivering that siren song with ease. Of all the air signs, they rarely tire of talking. And as the polite politician of the zodiac are kind enough to let others think on the conversation. When there's conflict that doesn't directly concern them, they are objective and helpful in finding peaceful resolution. That's all true. Whatever. Well, okay, and the third most beloved astrological sign is, well, this must be about right, Sagittarius. Look, I didn't write this.
Yeah, I don't.
Look, I can't argue with the facts here. To paraphrase the gospel according to the spinal tap, Sagittarius energy wants to have a good time all of the time, making natives very, very lovable. Sagittarius doesn't obey or constrain, but it also rarely naysays. You can't hold on to them for long, or hold them down for the long haul, but being with an archer imbues one with a feeling that anything is possible. Think like that. You come with these nice articles. Well, I'm excited. This is true. All right, here's your weekly love horoscope for this week. Very quickly, Aries. What do you think of Aries stuff? Aries, everything's awesome at the beginning of the week, and you're the life of the party. You need attention when you're this full of daring romance. Wednesday and Thursday find you extremely busy, and it's more about hustle and bustle than anything love related. That's all. So be sure to take care of your health. Taurus, here's the mood at the beginning of the week by being extra tolerant and sweet to your mate, and or
I do need to call. If they're going to be driving me crazy.
does that hit home? Okay. If argument is nowhere near as fun as coming up with a creative compromise, Wednesday and Thursday are the best days for love this week. Dating apps are a treasure trove for singles. Gemini! Sun is definitely on tap on Monday and Tuesday. Your heart is light and the world is shining. It says shine, but it says yes. Make special plans with friends for a sweetheart and tie a bow in the Christmas package. The stars are singing. Family and errands are likely to occupy you midweek. However, a piece of romantic advice that's actually useful to come your way now too. From Friday all the way to the weekend. Warmth plus joy plus youth. The sun gets its possibilities for some sweet stuff. Keep an eye out for the person you want there with you. Cancer, shopping at the beginning of the week to find you contemplating an extravagant splurge, whether it's a gift for your partner or perhaps something extra hot to wear. If you can afford it, why the hell not? You are worth it after all. While you're taking care of some details on Wednesday and Thursday, you should also be aware that you've got a unique opportunity for some great romantic communication. Leo, all the radiance and warmth of someone is focused on you at the beginning of the week. Or is that you shining from within? Whichever, you're all talking from the world, and likely someone in particular is responding in kind. Virgo, your social plans could be shifting on Monday and Tuesday, or you just might feel a bit overwhelmed by it all. Show yourself some love and take a time out for a bath or a peaceful walk. Yes, please wash that ass. Wednesday and Thursday, however, are super days for whatever you put your mind and organizational skills to. Why not romance? Plan a hot date with your partner or locate the cream of the crop if you're single. This week it brings both the sparkle and fun time. Enjoy. Libra, big fun is all yours at the beginning of the week, and you just might be the one organized yet. Your hopes for romance could become reality now. Try wishing on a star. The fun continues on Wednesday or Thursday, but look out for getting worn out. Sometimes a week little spent doing nothing at all with your partner or alone is time well spent. Scorpio, while I didn't forget about you, you're ready to go all out at the beginning of the week, but the stars say, save some of that energy. And any big romantic overtures until midweek. This is on Wednesday, Thursday, plans for fun and secrets and friends and more. And friends are all favored. It doesn't say, oh, friends are benefits, but nothing is good. Looking for exactly the stuff you love and throw the heck out of yourself and someone else too. There are a lot of ways to interpret that. Sagittarius, you are definitely in the mood for love at the beginning of the week. The stars are pretty much gift wrapping whatever it is your heart desires and expediting it to your door. Is that like front legs? Giving my rim shot.
No, you have to ask.
No, I have to answer all of it because it's better. Because they call it gypsy. He's been sitting here by another country. He's here to like undermine me.
fun wondering parts of the trajectory in the middle going out on Monday and Tuesday. Friends from week time and make the rush. Snippets will regain your spirits and a love connection. Possibly a long distance one is likely part of the hustle and bustle. Aquarius, the excitement of someone special is thrilling on Monday and Tuesday with some rather extraordinary stuff needed. Think possibility. Put yourself on the line when it comes to giving and receiving love, and the results may astound you. Get a little more grounded this week. You want to follow a business for giving with others. Some of whom may be shifting now. By Friday, those arenas, and you're chiming in. All you have to do is spark a little romance and be chatting with you. No problem. The last one, Pisces. It's a different time of lots of fun that you have. But you want to be mindful of your health on Monday and Tuesday. Try not to overindulge. Relationships are in the stars this week for the past, present, or future. If the spirit guides you, you see what you're showing. And we think about a lovely balance of giving and receiving. About some definite improvement. Give yourself permission to let go of some old issues before they create more problems. And that is your weekly love force for the week of February 6th on Live with Mo Kelly. We're going to go beyond the box score with Jackie Ray at the top of the hour. AFI 8640. We're live everywhere. Stay with me. We are radio. Everything that's going on. Luckily, that's a little hobby of ours. KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live everywhere on the Anchor Radio app.
That's Toll Rising. I'm Amy King, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. More than 4,000 people in Turkey and Syria have been killed in a 7.8 magnitude earthquake. Hundreds of people are still believed to be trapped under the rubble of toppled buildings and damaged cities. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says he will send Israeli medical search and rescue teams to Turkey to help find survivors.
The Israeli aide, Netanyahu said, will be extended to Syrian civilians as well, presumably those who crossed into Turkey.
ABC's Jordana Miller says Israel's high-tech rescue teams will help find people trapped under an estimated 3,000 collapsed buildings. She says Israel is also likely to set up an advanced medical clinic to help those folks. At least 5 homes in a Canyon Country neighborhood are under evacuation and have been yellow tagged just after a landslide in Santa Clarita. The landslide was reported yesterday. Officials say the homes were evacuated out of caution until an assessment can be made by the city. This neighbor tells KTLA he's worried the people living in the houses that were evacuated. City officials say it's not clear what caused the landslide. The area in the Skyline community is also currently blocked off to traffic. A gunman for shooting in LA has been arrested at the end of a high-speed chase from Jefferson Park to Inglewood. The chase this afternoon ended in a crash on a transition road to the northbound 405 near Manchester. That's when the driver ran them and tried to carjack the pickup. As man tells NBC4, he was in the passenger seat.
But you try to hop into the front of the pickup truck and you try to hang on for dear life, and then knock over there, let them in on the man keep driving, trying to shake them off.
Video has been released showing a double amputee get out of his wheelchair and stab a person from behind last month, moments before he was shot and killed by police in Huntington Park. Huntington Park Police Chief Cosme Botan said he released the video to establish transparency with the community.
Because you're aware that it's not always to have the authority to determine if the actions of an officer with the legal standards of justifiability with the deadly force.
Botan says Yellow County DA will ultimately make the decision. Police say they tried to use a stun gun to detain the man, but that didn't stop him. He was shot several times. An assemblyman from Palmdale says he wants to end the backlog of rape in California.
Almost is something that Tom Lackey proposed, though, would require all outstanding rape kits in the state due process by 2026. Lackey says officials, how can it not trouble anybody? But you're aware of that. And it's seriously, when you think of, these are kids that are being raped. They're being raped. Obviously, means that the claims there aren't enough resources to expedite the test kits. Lackey says more than $8 billion have been recently raised for the issue. Blake Kroll and KFI News.
China says the U.S. used indiscriminate force in shooting down a balloon from China that the U.S. plans to use for surveillance. China says they seriously impacted and damaged both sides' efforts and progress in stabilizing relations between the two countries. The U.S. shot down the surveillance balloon off the coast of South Carolina after it covered over sensitive military sites across North America. China says the balloon was being used for weather research and had just blown off course. At space for Super Bowl 57 is officially sold out. The Super Super Bowl is advertising's biggest stage with more than 100 million viewers per year. Executive Vice President of Fox Sports said two ads were sold for more than $7 million for just a 30-second spot. The game between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles starts at 3:30 this Sunday. Southbound weather from KFI clear with lows in the mid-40s to low 50s, 30s and 40s for the Inland Empire and Antelope Valley. Dusty winds in the valleys and mountain areas tonight and tomorrow morning. Sunny tomorrow, highs around 70 at the beaches, Metro LA and Windows Beach, 60 to low 70s in the valleys and Inland Empire, 50s in the Antelope Valley. It'll warm up on Wednesday and then that'll last Friday with highs in the mid-70s, plus winds and rain for the weekend. It's 56 in Anaheim, 56 for Redondo Beach, 55 in West Covina, 54 in Rancho Cucamonga. We've had some stall in Glendale on 134. Reported on the eastbound side, coming up on Pacific Avenue in the Bright Lane. So, watch for some sudden delays. Traffic looks like it's moving all right, getting through. Not so much for Torrance on that 110 southbound. Coming up on Sepulveda, actually have reports of a truck fire. Two right lanes are blocked along with the Sepulveda off-ramp, and this was loading the drive-up getting away from 223rd Street, so it's pretty jam-packed. You want to bail off the freeway. You can take Vermonters and alternates on the west side, or on the east side of the 110 freeway. You can also take an alternate and work your way down. And it'll probably add about 5, maybe 10 minutes max to your drive. If you have any problems, pound 250 keyword KFI traffic. KFI on the side helps get you there faster. I'm Rachel Martinez. Would you tell me how much to unstop my drain?
$99.
Hey, aren't you?
My family, the smell their color.
Just voted the LA Times 2022 Best of the Southland. Good morning. I really like that you're up front and everything. I mean, I just called it on your brother who wouldn't tell me the cost over the phone.
No brothers here, man. Just professional plumbers who show up on time, smell good, and unclog drains for $99. Call us. 1-800-446-MIKE.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting. A teenager. Learning the lingo.
Jody. Jody Ashton. Jody is a shorter, better way to say Jody. As in, Chloe, I am like so jealous of your beautiful phone.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Driving for teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the As a walk-in pharmacist, I talk with people all the time about little tips and tricks for filling their Medicare prescriptions, like taking advantage of Walgreens 90-day refills to save on trips, or using Refill by Scan, which is super easy and right on your phone. And for anybody worried about prescription costs, I say, hey, we got you, with low-cost copays on many medications. Let's talk about making things easier. Walgreens is here. So if you're weighing things at walgreens.com/medicare, we promise to show restrictions and exclusions.
This is Jacob at Mom. If you've been involved in a motorcycle accident, call 844-24. More stimulating talk. Because of the HIV virus that I have saying I will have to retire later today.
I am certainly not sure that they approved the recommendation from an oath ethics commission to ban for you and me at Tokyo Game.
Beyond the box score for Jackie Red.
We've filled stadiums, we've broken viewing records, we're still paid less than our male counterparts.
Beyond the box score for Jackie Red.
Let's do it. It's the cross news.
It's great with Mo Kelly. MIN's supporting a lot. Everywhere on some sports-related stories that we are following. LeBron James made great Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's NBA all-time scoring record as soon as tomorrow against the Oklahoma City Thunder, and also 15,000 runners participated in yesterday's Circuit City Marathon in Huntington Beach. It's good to see that. And joining me right now in the studio is the aforementioned Jackie Ray. Jackie, it's good to see you this evening. How are you?
I'm great. Good to be here.
There is this story going around, and Stephanie's report from Shannon Sharp, where Shannon Sharp co-hosts the talking about John Moran, one of the most talented young players in all of the NBA, superstar level already, has been having some issues on the court and off the court. On the court, had some, wouldn't say fights, but it's instigating some fights. Off the
court, he and his, I would say his entourage, recently got into an incident with the Indiana Pacers where his best friend evidently approached the Indiana Pacers. Words were exchanged, and someone else in John Morant's entourage
I just looking for the sake.
pointed a laser pointer at the players as if like they're training with a gun. The friend is in the basement from, I think, all of NBA facilities. But the point is, let's listen to what Shannon Sharp had to say about this on his show.
John is a really good basketball player. John did everything he could to get himself and his family out of this kind of environment and get away from this. And for some reason, he wants to surround himself with these type of people.
People that end up life would give anything to be in your life. For some reason, you got a $200 million contract, and you want people in the NBA to think you good, to think you gangster, because you walk with these type of people, but you put yourself in harm's way when you don't have to. That's Shannon Sharp. He basically said what I would have said.
I'm sure I'm
His father cleaned all his he does not come from a broken home. He's not from the streets. He does not have anything like that.
That's what
I think if there is the street life, which is so alluring to not just John Morant, but other players in the NBA and the NFL who are faking it because they want to be perceived as being hard or have some level of street cred. What's the allure?
I have no idea what the allure of street cred is, especially when you know what it gets you, which is usually in jail or dead. I have no idea what the allure of this street cred. I know that they say that this is John Morant's best friend. I don't know how far that friendship goes back. I'm guessing though, because like you said, John Morant was not raised in that type of life. You know, like you said, his dad is there all the time. His mom was a point guard. You know what I mean? So it's like this is not the lifestyle that you would lead. So there's on one side, I think when you have that best friend, there is this almost you would be shown. People say when you get a certain amount of money or you get a certain amount of success, oh, you changed, you're different. Well, you're right. I am different. My bank account's different. My zip code is different. My opportunities that are around me are different, and my ability to provide for my family. That's all different. Sure, I can try to help you get a leg up, but there's no way in the world I need to stay at your level. You can level up to me, but that's not usually how it goes. It's usually not the person that gets other people to level you up. It's usually the ones that are below bring you down to make you feel guilty. So I don't know how long this individual has been friends with John Morant. I am a little disappointed in. I get you having this friendship and him acting a fool at the game. I'm a little disappointed that you decided to get in the car and go with it, because at that point, separate yourself from this person. Maybe that's a conversation you can have behind closed doors, but there's no reason that you need to co-sign on this tomfoolery.
I would have to say John Morant is the starting point guard for the Memphis Grizzlies. Now, I'm not going to be hypocritical. I remember when I was something teenage or early 20-something, and my decision-making was horrible. Oh, I consider myself as somewhat an intelligent individual, but it doesn't mean that I wasn't a knucklehead once upon a time or didn't make a really stupid decisions. If my life was a sum total of my bad decisions or my bad decisions played out to the worst possible outcome, I wouldn't be sitting here. I probably would be hopefully on parole by now. I'm just being serious. Because we do a lot of things which are stupid in nature. But this seems different, but only because we can have someone like John Morant who has so much financial possibility and people who are dependent on him. It would seem like there'd be more opportunities for them to intervene, like a mother, like a father, because they're there every damn day, right, to prevent something like this. I haven't heard of any type of intervention, but it seems like there's going to be consequences at the very next incident.
What needs to take him up to realize what he's doing. You're absolutely right. I had a thing for bad boys when I was in my 20s, and thank God that did not play out. But there was a situation specifically that really made me realize this is not the route that I want to go. And unfortunately, if John Morant is up in a situation, the difference between he and I, you and I, he's in a public limelight. So any situation that he gets into, whether it's his fault or it's his friend's fault, is going to be exponentially worse because we're all going to see it. Who's going to be named in it? So I get it. You know, you do make dumb decisions, but that's what your family is for, and not just the people you're related to. I'm talking about the people around you, like you said. So somebody, there's no way. I do not believe in my heart of hearts that his dad did not sit him after this incident and say, "What are you doing?" I just don't believe that that was happening.
Honestly, it did happen a lot of times. You know, hard head saw that.
At least it should. It doesn't as often as it should anymore.
And sometimes we don't know until we see it for ourselves. You know, we look, when I was 21, I knew everything. That's just stupid now. But when I was 21, I really thought I knew everything, and I actually knew nothing about the world. And my fear is that he is at that same point, and the circumstances and the consequences are going to be much worse. Much worse, because if you have a friend who's pointing a laser pointer at someone else, look, there's a, I don't know if that's the biggest knucklehead in this entourage.
Good point. Like that could just be the one that's got the little laser pin, but the homie could be right next to him. If somebody puts around too much bass in his voice, that's the homie that's gonna pop up 100%. And I don't think, you know, there's been so many people that come before God. He doesn't have to go through this. He doesn't have to make these types of mistakes. He can watch several shows. He can see, but we were talking about the Clippers gentleman swallow. What was his name?
What is those claws to, you know, just everyone thought they were big league fans and his height, he was just like mandatory. Yeah. And unfortunately, he allowed himself to be affiliated with blood. Well, remember, he's from the area.
Yeah.
He was, and he was actively doing things he should not have been doing. And one night, probably one of the first, I guess, called viral videos. I don't know if you remember that he was outside of a club. He got into it and had an exchange of words. And he got jumped, hit by while the thing was like, you gotta get back on the court with all that. And his downfall was quick. His career ended shortly thereafter.
But you can look at Deshaun Jackson. I mean, his career has been all over the place just for affiliation. He grew up in Long Beach, which I mean, you're affiliated in some way, just so you know people.
That's right.
But just from knowing people, that has been detrimental to his career. So you don't really have to make these mistakes. There's enough people that have come before you that you can see how it would benefit you. To, not everybody needs to be, some people in your life are just a season, so maybe this season is over for the best friend.
Speaking of season and football, on the top of Super Bowl and commercials and commerce on the other side. Jackie Ray joins me in the studio, WNBA reporter and Long Beach Post correspondent. This is for the box beyond the box over Jackie Ray. Stay by April Square, we're live everywhere. On the iHeartRadio app now, and he has the news.
The Turkey Court in LA is accepting donations to help the people of Turkey. A powerful 7.8 magnitude quake. You can donate sleeping bags, pocket warmers, winter clothing, and over-the-counter medications for flu, cold, and pain. Two former Lake Ocino residents who fled after pleading guilty to a $2.1 million telemarketing scam have been sentenced to 108 months in federal prison. Prosecutors Kate Hare and others defrauded more than 4,000 job seekers into paying fees in exchange for employment opportunities that didn't exist. The two are still at large. $747 million Powerball jackpot is on the line. And one of Matthew's big six numbers: 5, 11, 22, 23, 69, and the Powerball is 7. A one-time payment cash option for the ninth largest prize in U.S. history would be $403 million. Clear tonight, sunny tomorrow, highs in the 60s to about 70. We've got a truck fire in Florence on 110. Southbound fire is coming up off Sepulveda Boulevard, that's where the two right lanes and the Sepulveda off-ramp has been blocked. The lanes are pretty jammed up right now, getting away from Carson Street. We're also looking at that northbound side of the 110, which is actually moving well. And on the southbound side, it's definitely a mess. Vermont is an alternate for you to bail off of the freeway. Also out of the city on the 10 eastbound, single crowded from almost western to the 110. And is getting out of the Highland Park area, goes into Highland Park, 110 northbound. Much frequent slow traffic away from Avenue 43 and you travel ahead to Avenue 52. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Rachel Martinez.
This report is sponsored by Unbound.org. Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice. Continue their dream of education or drop out to help their families put food on the table.
With Palmer's free and secure mental health resources, it's easy to get the help you and your loved ones need when you need it most. Call our landline at 833-317-4673 or live chat at calgroup.org today.
Live from Radio Row, it's Super Bowl week, and there's no better way to stay up to speed than with the Around the NFL podcast. Join me, Dan Hansis, and my friends Mark Stessler and Greg Rosenthal for the latest football news with just a touch of mirth. We've got the #1 football podcast in the world, and Rihanna is playing the Apple Music halftime show. It doesn't get much better than that. Hang out with us live from Glendale, Arizona, all week long. Listen to Around the NFL on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts. It's the perfect time for that new dream kitchen because the kitchen store is having its big fall sale. Find the best place for kitchen cabinets in all of SoCal and the big fall sale by dialing 310 Kitchen, 310 Kitchen, and on the web, 310kitchen.com.
This year is the year to learn a new language with Rosetta Stone. No matter what's inspiring you to learn a language, travel, work, family, or just for fun, the Rosetta Stone app makes it easy to get started and stay motivated to reach your goals. Right now, get a lifetime unlimited subscription with forever access to all 25 of Rosetta Stone's languages for 40% off. Visit rosettastone.com today and save 40%. Rosetta Stone, how language is learned.
With the awards, big game fun, and Valentine's deals, I think that makes Morocco the go. Good times. Now get top reasons to visit the winners.
Get a Tucson Space Saver winning for 500 points on the reward card for 13 to 14.
Number 2,
Big game blowout. You can win Australian cash playing with the reward card during the game.
and the #1 reason.
Big game blitz. The big game with amazing food and drink specials.
Morocco, good time.
Before I started Rooter Hero Plumbing, I was an angry young man. Hello, I'm John Fleming, founder of Rooter Hero Plumbing. I was angry because my dad died when I was 17 and he left me alone. I was angry because I couldn't go to college with my friends and because I had to drop out of high school. It's not a pleasant story. But as I grew older, I also grew up. I realized that my dad didn't leave me alone. He left me with values and principles that continue to shape my life. Dad said be on time. He didn't like it when people were late. He taught me to be polite. It was something I lost, but we captured along the way. And he taught me to keep my promises, because broken promises lead to broken relationships. We keep these values at Rooter Hero Plumbing. I think we have a pretty good company. I know we have great people. And if one of our heroes fails to live up to these values, please call me. My private number is on the back of every Rooter Hero business card. You can also reach us at rooterhero.com. Thank you.
The California Conference for Women is offering 2 exciting experiences this year: an in-person gathering on March 1st and a virtual event on March 2nd, featuring Misty Copeland, Naomi Osaka, Constance Wu, and top experts on leadership, well-being, and career advancement. Learn more and register at CAconferenceforwomen.org.
On the Exorcist Files podcast, a leading exorcist and demonologist shares stories of disturbing and vicious cases of possession. For the last 2 decades, Father Carlos Marquez has encountered evil in nearly every way imaginable. When Hollywood portrayed The Exorcist with levitation, vomiting, spitting at the priest, all of that has not been moved from me. I have seen that firsthand. Listen to The Exorcist Files on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
I was up last night until 3:30, drinking beer, eating these pretzel sticks. They're all soft. So I wake up in the morning, and Jen, my wife, has hired a cut man. So he comes in at 9:30, and he cuts me open so I can start my day.
The Tim Conway Jr. Show.
Come on, man. It's expensive, man. It's expensive and messy, too.
Live 4 to 7 p.m. on KFI and on demand anytime on the iHeartRadio app.
It's great with Mo Keller, KFI AM 640, but live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. KFI Roll Call. Becky is listening in Inyo County, California on her PC through the iHeartRadio app. Just got home from driving from Orange County. Thank you so much for listening. If you're just tuning in, Jackie Ray, Brucey, and Studio, WCBA reporter and correspondent for the Long
You were boycotted because you didn't like how Colin Kaepernick was treated, or you were boycotted because you didn't like how the NFL was catering to Colin Kaepernick and that particular movement. I say that to say both sides were full of it because y'all were watching.
Yep.
And Super Bowl commercials for 30 seconds are $7 million, and they're completely sold out. What do you make of the perception of the NFL, big picture, no pun intended, as we go into the Super Bowl?
I definitely lost my infatuation with the NFL. And then, to your point, some of that definitely happened around the Colin Kaepernick situation. Not so much just because of that situation and how they treated athletes specifically who supported that, but the lack of unity that Black players stood behind themselves at that time. So they really had the ball was literally in their court at that time, and they did nothing with it. So I kind of lost my infatuation with the game, but at the same time, when you see, we're talking about 30 seconds here. We're not even talking about we're not even talking about like a minute and a half commercial. It's a 30-second commercial, and you're paying $7 million. That's insane. And so I think sometimes the average American misses, like you said, the big picture. So the NFL is charging this, and obviously they're getting all this money. And I just don't think that the NFL, not all of it, but a good portion of it, I don't think the NFL does enough for the communities that they are housed in to warrant this kind of money. I just think that sometimes when you are this big of entity, you have a moral obligation to the areas around you. And I think that they are definitely dropping that ball, and I think it's gross.
But this is something we have pushed back on each other before. The NFL, the capitalism, it would be nice if these multi-billion-dollar multinational corporations had more of an altruistic streak in them. But the NFL is about making money, and they have a collectively bargaining agreement with the players' union. So whatever the players do or don't get is a function of what they did agree to. Right now, larger than that, yes, maybe they should do more, because they have a franchise in New York. They do have a franchise in Tennessee. They do have a franchise in Jacksonville and so forth. Maybe these smaller markets where some of that money to do more in the communities. And yeah, I know they do stuff here and there, but I don't look to corporate America to do more than look at their bottom line. I just don't expect them to do
Right. I don't look to corporate America or government to do that. It doesn't change my principle of birth.
Okay.
On top of that, I do think that sometimes we Americans miss the big picture because we're the consumers of all this. So if there wasn't some, as you say, financial payout, these companies would not be paying this ridiculous amount of money. They're paying this money because here's the thing, even if you're not watching, which I get, if your team's not in there, like who cares? You might be tired of seeing Patrick Mahomes, you might hate the Eagles. Both are understandable, by the way. And if you're not watching, you can watch it on YouTube. And then guess what? There's literally shows that are talking about which Super Bowl commercial was the best and why. There are whole platforms that are going to keep these Super Bowl commercials running for at least a good month after, even if they only run them one time. So there is definitely a financial gain in doing that. But we as the consumers, we also act like we don't have any power. There's a certain amount of demand that we can make and it's to people who buy that product. But we just don't have a collective mindset, so it's never going to happen. So I'm basically just talking for the sake of talking right now.
I don't think it's more than that. I think it's a lack of collective mindset and also not understanding. I'm talking about boycotts. I'm not watching the NFL. They don't not watching the NFL has absolutely no bearing on the NFL's bottom line because they've already sold the rights. The broadcast and streaming rights for 5-year duration. We just heard about YouTube, I think, for $250 million. The NFL got their money. It doesn't matter whether you watch on YouTube or not. They've already got their money. So I think not only is there a lack of community, but there's a lack of understanding of how this works. And if you actually want to unify, it's going to take you a few years. We're going to unify right around the time that it's being negotiated with these different networks. So, I mean, beyond that, yes, it's gross from my standpoint in that regard. But that said, what do you go for your Super Bowl party?
You know what? I am not having a Super Bowl party. My boyfriend's going to be in town. He's going to be in town, and we're going to watch it somewhere. But to your point, you're exactly right. Because what we'll probably end up doing is just going to some local bar. This is California. Ain't nobody really checking for this game. So the bars are going to be wide open. So we'll probably try
you've not tried before.
Unlike last year when the Rams were.
Exactly, you couldn't watch that anyway. But to your point, that's a great point. I tell people that all the time. If the NFL was making their money whether you were watching or not watching, the bars would be packed. You wouldn't have Cowboy bars, Rams bars, where they just are showing the game to hundreds of people. If the NFL needed those people to be at home watching, those bars would not get that programming. So you're absolutely right. But I said all that to say, yes, I will definitely be watching it. Not with a lot of enthusiasm, but I will definitely be watching it. And I will be watching it primarily for, I'm not even going to, if you go down really hypocritical, the commercials in the halftime.
Now, you said that's what you were watching for, but can I get you to hang around? Because we can already talk about what you might have been listening for, because you were at Grammys, for the whole Grammy week. Yeah. I saw your Instagram. You're fabulous and fantastic. You're out there. But I want to talk about your sense of going to the Grammys and, what you think post-Grammys. Can you do that for us?
I can do that.
All right, this is Radio with Mo Kelly. K58640, go live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app now. K524 News from me.
A man in Beaumont accused of dousing his partner in lighter fluid and setting her on fire. He was wanted for attempted murder. Police say a woman was being treated at a hospital with serious burns to 30% of her body. The attack was reported Friday morning. Officials say Nicholas Norman is wanted on charges of attempted murder and other things. Anyone with information is being asked to call and contact Beaumont Police. News brought to you by Duffy Power Services. A 39-year-old felon accused of punching student athletes at a girls' high school basketball game in Corona. In charge of multiple counts of firearm assault and making criminal threats. The stepfather of one of the players allegedly punched 3 girls during the game before leaving the building. Police say the man was arrested Thursday after he then threatened students with a gun while driving away from the school. Farm workers in California say they're working under unsafe conditions. Chronic health issues, lack of comfort, and illegal working conditions were some of the problems found. A study by Consumer said there's been more than 1,200 farm workers over 18 months. It says after farmers say they suffered at least one health condition. Those with health concerns also reported they were without health insurance. 43% reported their employer never provided legally mandated heat prevention plans, and almost 1/5 reported wage theft. But despite these conditions, over a third said they wouldn't file complaints against their employers because of fear of retaliation. The 110-page report was released Friday. The fact is, J5 News. More than 4,000 people have been killed in a 7.8 magnitude earthquake that struck Turkey and Syria. The center of the quake was in a southeastern province in Turkey, but it felt as far away as Cairo, Egypt. Thousands of buildings were reported to collapse across Syria, and hundreds of families remain trapped in rubble. Turkey's president says he doesn't know how high the death toll will go or the number of people will be. His efforts to remove debris are ongoing. Texas Governor Greg Abbott has announced a plan to ban TikTok in his state and says it's critical that state agencies are protected from the Chinese Communist Party. They work on behalf of Texas. The Associated Press has asked ChatGPT to write State of the Union speeches in the cadence of some of history's most famous figures. The chatbot generated a Shakespeare version of the State of the Union, all in rhymes. AP says it has for versions in the style of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Madonna, Cleopatra, Winston Churchill, Abraham Lincoln, Gandhi, the Three Stooges, and Elvis. President Biden's actual address to the nation happens tomorrow night. Southland weather from Day 5, clear with lows in the 30s and 40s for the Inland Empire and Antelope Valley, 40s to low 50s everywhere else. Sunny tomorrow with highs in the 60s to about 70 with some gusty winds blowing in the valley and mountain areas. Warming into the 60s to mid-70s Wednesday through Friday, and a chance of rain late Saturday and Sunday morning. It's 54 in Garden Grove, 53 in Dana Point. We've got flowing in Hollywood on the 101. Southbound side with delays from Melrose heading to Alvarado. Heading out to Torrance, seeing an earlier truck fire on 110 southbound. Turn up onto Culpeper Boulevard. That's pretty to right lane to the block. Highway Patrol says that no lanes are blocked now, and it's pretty much wrapped up. But I'm still seeing delays here coming off of 223rd Street. So if you see something different, you see some lanes blocked, you can always give us an update. Cal 250 keyword KFI traffic. Also, take a quick check of the drive heading into the Montecito Heights area. This is the northbound side of the line tag. And slowing down between Avenue 43 and Avenue 52. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm just Martinez.
Are you tired of living with chronic
Regenerative medicine is the all-natural process that uses highly concentrated healing properties from your own body, putting them directly into your achy joints and restoring and repairing that damaged tissue.
We're talking lasting pain relief with no drugs, no surgery, and no downtime. ROTHSCHILD has been doing this for years now. You can too.
QC Kinetics has over 100 clinics in America, and now they're here with regenerative solutions that can get you moving again pain-free.
If you're sick of living with pain from arthritis or injury, call your local medical professionals at QC Kinetics for a free consultation.
3 locations: Glendale, Mission Viejo, and Orange. Call 213-997-PAIN. QC Kinetics, 213-997-PAIN. That's 213-997-PAIN. Looking to sell your valuable toys, high-end jewelry, collectibles, or fine art? Meet Cindy. She's been around the block when it comes to buying and selling jewelry.
I buy jewelry to resell. I've been going with tangible for about 6-7 years.
Tangible just pays more.
Here's a great example of the tangible difference. I bought a gold and sapphire bracelet. I shopped it around. They offered me 50, they offered me 100. I bought it for tangible and gave me $475 for it.
More cash, more respect.
Tangible, pristine as well. It could be the person coming in with, $10,000 worth of gold.
Tangible Investments owner Phil Eugenova has become America's top dealer in coins, precious metals, jewelry, and fine art. Phil guarantees you'll get more.
Everything I've heard about them on the radio is true.
Call now for a no obligation free professional appraisal. 800-711-2800. 800-711-2800. 800-711-2800. I'm Martin Coach, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I told you about how your nose provided air filter. The Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs. And Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? They're terrible. Quote, my doctor wanted me to do saline rinses for my allergies, but I've never been able to successfully use them anytime. Navage uses suction power, so it's foolproof. They're nice when I have particularly bothersome allergies. I'll bust it out, and the results are immediate. It's such a relief. It's become a lifesaver. Unquote. She's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage. All natural solutions trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and Omnicom. Navage, N-A-V-A-G, pretty young, healthy life. If you get hurt in an accident, choose the law firm with the experience to win. Choose TRILLIONAIRE.
Live everywhere.
Download the free ROTHSCHILD app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
TRUMAN, then Joshua. You're telling me Rabbi is more popular than you? Yahoo? No, it's better. Unless, hold on. Maybe because of how it's spelled.
Earthquake in Turkey earlier today. Death toll is at 4,000 and rising. Also, the U.S. military is still in process of recovering debris from the Chinese spy balloon. Spy balloon shot down over the weekend. And following the rash of shootings, LA County supervisors are now weighing gun rules for LA County. But let's get to the grins. I have to admit, I have to be fair, I have to tell the truth. I was wrong about the grins. I was not wrong about the content, but I was wrong about it's going to be, how it's going to be the lowest rated Grammys of all time. The ratings are in, and they got 12.4 million viewers, which is up from 8.9 million the previous year, and it's the most viewers they've had since 2020. In other words, it still has to return to pre-pandemic levels, but it was better than last year. I watched, what is it, maybe an hour and a half last night, because I was just working and the Grammys were on. It was at crypto.com, the Staples Center. And if you go to the Staples Center, it's cameras. So she was point swallowing. Not a lot of folks were singing for real because there's no way you'd be able to hear yourself if you echo in there. The audio would have been horrible. It was very easy to see. The rappers were actually rapping because why you treat your head up? Yeah. People who were singing weren't really singing.
Ray, you had the opportunity to spend a lot of time across what they call Grammy Week. So you got to go to the parties, you got to hang out with the sideline, you got to have a good time, and then you went to the ceremony. And let me get out of the way. Give me your review of the Grammys because you were up close and personal.
Not a fan. That's the short and sweet of it. I'm trying to be right. It's just a very stressful for me. It's all about, people meeting you and getting to know you because of what you could potentially do for them or finding out who you are. Are you so and so publicist? What do you do? And I get it. Everything is about networking, even in our business, but it just hits a little different there. But at the same time, last night was the actual Grammys, obviously, and I think that the one standout moment for me is Lizzo's choir when they came off stage and they came back to where the media was and they actually sung a cappella. Not gonna follow me on Instagram, do that if you want to. And they killed it, and that was probably because they actually gave me goosebumps. They could actually sing, and they actually.
But see, that wasn't a public moment.
It wasn't a public moment, and that's the thing. And then same thing with and I know people feel some type of way about Bonnie Raitt, but hearing her talk about this being one of the only